Welcome back, everybody. Tuesday night. Thank you for joining Collectors Enabled. We have our esteemed colleagues here tonight. We, of course, have John and we have Sean sitting in on our panel tonight. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're looking forward to a surprise unboxing. UPS hit John a little later today, and with the Prime 1 Batman Detective Comics 1000. And I also have this one coming in, but it's somewhere on a boat, heading towards California, I hope. So I'm really interested to get John's immediate thoughts and then, of course, measurements and all of that. Before we jump in, I want to just say hello to everyone who's here. And of course, we got Lane Kramer looking for the Polystone Master Shane and the Sons of Silicone to present us with the high-end collecting bonanza. I know that our topic tonight is silicone controversial? And we're going to definitely talk about that. And actually, I'm really excited. Somehow, randomly, when I was setting this program up tonight, Facebook now has like a chat that's linked to the show. And Manny from Portomac Props, who's actually done work with silicone and has done work with silicone for over 20 years now, had some really interesting things to say about it. And I'm going to pull up that chat and we'll read some comments. And he's definitely been in the prop business for a long time, is a very good source. And a lot of other people chimed in too, as well as some medical people. So we'll talk about that. But for now, just our immediate, this is the pro silicone panel right here. We got Nick Vaders. What's good, everybody? Nice J&D topics. Yep, J&D, Infinity, Queen, anyone who does silicone, we're going to talk about it. Dennis Perez, my man, who's enjoying his Queen Studios Museum Batman, made it safely to Puerto Rico. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us. We got Josh McCoy, and Josh is probably going to make another trade and get the Hulkbuster if he hasn't already. Kevin is here, and Kevin's here for the silicone, but not the kind you may be thinking of. I actually have a special statue on the way to Kevin. I got to box that up probably tomorrow and get that out the door. Mike Edmondson, what's up, man? Not working tonight? Frank, Predminator. Frank, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Always good to talk to you. And let's see. We got Ro. What's up? Hector. What's going on, Hector? Ken Bashira. I know Ken really loves this beautiful studio scale A-wing behind me. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. We got S-Beam. Johnny. What's up, Johnny? Let's see. People are still rolling in. We got Jojo. And we got the Eclectic Collector. What's good? Let's see. Will any of you be playing Grow Gotham Knights video coming out this month? I bet that Sean will probably maybe talk about that. Let's see. I'm a big fan of his. All right, nice. We got some Sean fans here, as I'm sure we do with 30K subscribers. I'd be surprised if there's not a few that stumble in. So thank you guys for joining us. Feel free to leave comments in the chat. Let us know what you would like to talk about tonight. So our plans are going to be the live unboxing. We're going to talk about pickups in the beginning. We're going to see what's going on with Sean. And Sean, if you haven't seen his post, has a big sale coming up, specifically DBZ, and I'll let him talk about that in a little bit. What's up, Toy Box? Waiting for someone to make Anakin Starfighter or the Ghost from Rebels. It's coming. Don't worry about that. This show is predominantly about John tonight. Why don't we start with your pickups, man? Besides the Batman behind you, what'd you get come in the mail this week?
Let me share my screen.
Yes, please.
A lot of delays for me.
Like shipping delays?
Okay. Yep. So this one I'm still waiting on. This one is actually headed to Shane, and then Shane is shipping it to me. So I should have this maybe end of next week, if I'm lucky. So
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
This one is finally charging this week. So hopefully it comes by the end of this week. This was the original piece. Like, this was my well, actually, this wasn't. Actually, the one behind me was my defining Batman. You got this one in the blue version, and then they came out, with this black version. And so I caved and ended up picking this one up. So I ended up getting, the Hush Superman. So I have it set up to where I'm going to pair it right next to Hush Superman. So
Oh, it's gonna be great.
this one is coming tomorrow. I was hoping it may
Damn.
trickle in today, but it'll be here tomorrow.
Did you order that through Sideshow? Is that why you're getting it early?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn. Oh man.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that tomorrow.
You guys are killing me. Everyone's getting their Hulkbusters, their Jon Snows. This Jon Snow piece is one of the original. Like if you go to my pre-order list, which you guys know is like, I don't know, 90 deep or something crazy like that. This is like at the top of my pre-order list from like starting to go crazy with pre-orders. I can't wait to see this. I've some of the in-hand picks like Art and a few others. I think it looks good.
Yeah. So and that's pretty much it for me, other than you are shipping Chewbacca to me from Regal Robots. So that should be here next week. So I'm excited. I'm rehauling my room, and I was telling you before the show, I'm really close. So I freed up a ton of space. So now I just kind of have to figure out how I want to organize everything. So.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see a room, and you may end up doing a room tour before me, and I think that'd be great. Frank says, that's me on a throne. Everyone says I look like Kit Harington. Okay, Frank, I'm about to look up your Facebook profile, but you need to like send me a picture in Messenger. your look-alike. Let's see. Kevin says, just got my notice for Sideshow Premium Format Nightcrawler. The X-Men collection grows. A lot of people like that Nightcrawler. More so than the XM?
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. I have it on order, but like I was talking to you this week after seeing your Magneto, I'm really tempted to possibly go 1/3 and get the Magneto and Wolverine when they do it, and that should be good for my X. My problem is there's so many X-Men that you can kind of go crazy on them. I have 4 right now. And I've been tempted to order a few XM ones, but I'm like, man, I should just bite the bullet, sell them, and just stick to 1/3.
Dude, that's exactly my plan, because I think that comic book X-Men it's so popular, especially for people about our age range, that there's never been a 1/3 line, at least not one as good as LBS that I know of, and you're right at the beginning of the line. And you can just pick what you want. You can pick and choose. You don't have to back collect. The prices are reasonable for 1/3 scale with all the switch outs. I think it's a real nice idea. I think that quarter scale X-Men, it's like a deep blue ocean, and you get lost really easily. At least that's how I feel, because I'm fairly new to X-Men collecting. Sean is not even anywhere close to X-Men collecting, right?
No, I used to own 4 X-Men statues, and then I sold them all. I got away from comic. It was a mass sell-off I did like a year ago.
Yep. I don't blame you. And before we get to Sean's new mass sell-off, we'll let Sean talk about his pickups, and with some very good pickups, by the way, and his mass sell-off. I want to just answer a couple questions here. Josh McCoy asks, Sean, have you decided on Hulkbuster yet? Are you still up in the air?
Definitely passing.
Okay, it's a pass for Sean.
No space won't work in my setup.
That's true. That's fair.
Have you, Mike? Have you got a shipping invoice yet? Because where are you getting yours?
Randy.
Oh, Randy.
Okay. Randy's putting my Hulkbuster, and I wonder if Randy's here. I just talked to him a few seconds ago. He's putting my Hulkbuster and my Mark 7 on the container this week. 5 to 8 weeks shipping. And we're gonna square away shipping when it gets here, kind of like how it was done for the war tank. So we have estimated shipping. It's going to be about the same as everything, and considering it's coming from Singapore directly to the US, it's not that bad. And it's bundled with the Mark 7 1-to-1, so I'm kind of getting a little bit of a break. So I'm not too upset about that.
You kind of have an estimate in your head, because man, I saw somebody selling a pre-order, I think from Spec. I think it was Spec, and it was like $1,000 for shipping. I'm like, man, that's 1/3 pretty much of the price, isn't it?
Yeah, for the Hulkbuster, yes. Randy told me, and I could be wrong. I think shipping for the Mark 7 is like 1400 ish.
Okay.
So and that's for the 1-to-1. So I imagine
Yeah,
Hulkbuster's quite a bit less, but probably not too much less.
that's probably ballpark. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that
So
thing's massive, that case it comes in. So,
it's bigger than Mr. X's freaking F-150, dual cab, whatever he has there. So yeah, I'm actually, I mean, Thanos was 900 to ship, and that's a
that's
huge
not
ass.
bad.
Yeah, it's not
Not bad.
terrible. Considering how big and heavy it was, 450
Mhm.
pounds dimensional weight or something like that. Um, Frank is asking, silicone bus is the topic for tonight. We're definitely going to talk about silicone, not just bus, but just silicone in general. So absolutely. Let's see. What's up, Donald? Thank you for joining us. Rose says he wanted that Jon Snow on Throne, but missed out on Khaleesi. Ro, I would definitely still buy that Jon Snow. I think that it's going to sell. And when it's gone, it's gone. I think that Khaleesi will come back up every now and then. In fact, I see them every now and then for reasonable-ish prices.
Mhm.
John, do you
And
own Khaleesi?
I don't.
Oh,
It was
dude.
before I was kind of hardcore into statues now, but I found somebody that had it, but they were trying to only do local, so I'm still working on them to
Yeah, she
try
ships
to.
in 3 boxes, and she is
Oh,
definitely
really?
my top 5 favorite 1/4 scale statues.
Yeah.
what's up, Aiden? Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up with everyone. And everyone who's asking questions, I'm starring them, and we're going to come back to them. So keep throwing your questions in the chat, and I'll keep. We will definitely get to them. I have them all saved here. Let's see, Blitzway Hellboy. We can talk about that. What are y'all's ages? I feel like I got into the hobby too late. I'm 54. I purchased 50 statues in the last 2 years, mostly Batman related. I don't think that's too late.
No.
You're obviously you're financially, fairly stable. I'm hoping you're at least enough to do 50 statues in 2 years. We talked
Well,
about this before. I'm 30, going to be 37. Sean, you're a little bit younger than me, right?
35.
35, and
I
John,
just
you're about,
I'm
you just turned.
32.
Wait, when was your birthday?
August.
Oh, okay. So yeah, fresh. And then John 32. So John's the young boy. But yeah, some mid 30s. I don't know. Just having fun. I don't think there's ever a hard you can get into this whenever you want, really, just not when you're super young and broke. That would be the hardest part for me. Yeah, I
I
agree with
started,
Tim.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but you started with well, we're going to talk about what you're selling off pretty soon here.
Oh, yeah, I'm selling off some of the ones I started with.
Exactly. So you guys keep here we go. Got some people chiming in. Mike, damn, 50 in 2 years. Nice. Frank says turning 30 in December. It all goes downhill at 30, Frank.
Oh, it really does. It goes super downhill.
Aiden, you're not 43. You're definitely not 43. Mike 48, Kevin 43. I believe Kevin. Okay. So we lost Sean, but he'll come back. You guys can debate who's the old fogey in the group here. I want to see some young people here. Roe turned 37.
I'm
Okay,
back.
yeah. 37
Off
in
internet
December. I'm
connection.
37 in March. Child of the 80s. That makes sense. 80s and 90s kids. That makes a lot of sense. All right. I don't want to. You guys keep throwing stuff in the chat. We'll keep interacting. I'm starring all your questions. Don't worry. We'll get to them. I want to talk to Sean. So Sean has a very surprising post today. Big sell-off. And I know a lot of people like to eye up Sean's collection and hit him up. So, Sean, man, tell us what you're selling, and then tell us about your amazing pickups this week.
Yeah, so I often go through this every few years where I'm too addicted to statues. I end up buying too many. It starts to clutter up the collection. Then eventually I need to declutter. I've done this a few times in the past where I sold a ton. And I'm back to that point where I don't like, when I'm walking through a hallway that I can easily bump into something.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't view it good where it's displayed, I'm like, why even own it?
Good point.
So I'm selling off basically all the statues in my mini hallway. So, I don't know about Blue, but definitely Indoraptor and all the old school sideshows underneath. And then my entire DBZ 16 line. I'm getting away from 1/6 scale, and I'll probably sell my Zelda 1/6. Maybe not. And then I'm going to completely remove a garage shelf in that room because it feels cluttered in the DBZ room right now. I just don't like that. So I'm decluttering. I've already sold a bunch. I've even posted the YouTube video, just my DBZ group, but I have so many people hitting me up right now. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, if you're looking down at your phone doing stuff, I totally understand.
People keep wanting to buy stuff.
No, it's okay, man. Dude, tell us what you got into the collection and then what you pre-ordered for your collection.
Yes, we recently got in Legolas. I did a review on this. It's absolutely amazing. I really love this Lord of the Rings 1/4 line. I feel like it's one of their best lines they've ever done. And for me, Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy, and I don't think it will ever be topped in our lifetime. So I definitely am all in Lord of the Rings 1/4.
Wow. Okay, yeah. That's
question for you, Sean. So what do you think of the portraits? Because that was one concern I had with Prime 1. They've always kind of struggled with likeness to actors. So I've kind of been hesitant on these pieces.
I mean, I would probably pick likeness at like 85%, but for 1/4 scale overall, it's phenomenal. Yeah. The thing about their 1/4 is the concept is just so good. Mm-hmm. Like, you cannot get a better concept than this for a Legolas statue.
Yeah.
It is, I know some people have issues with like the 3 arrows, but because it's not in that scene. You can do
1 arrow. I just think 3 looks cooler.
It does look cooler. Yeah. And the whole thing about statues is that, you can make it your own concept. That's why there's switch outs. It doesn't have to be movie accurate if you don't want it to be.
Yeah. I'm not a big stickler for like super movie accurate, so as long as it looks super cool, it's from a movie, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so this is kind of 2 recent pickups. I got the Infinity Bruce Lee bust. That was several weeks ago, and I really debated if I should potentially return it just because it didn't fit where I originally planned, but that spot was terrible. I ended up doing some rearranging, kept it just because it really is just such a phenomenal bust in person, so lifelike, so good. And I wanted to pick up the 1/3 Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon to go with it. I prefer 1/3 with the Infinity bust just because they are large busts. I want a large statue next to it. So Anton Wu hooked me up with that Bruce Lee 1/3, got it for like 1,300 shipped. So it's like a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, these are so cool. Mike, where do you got your Bruce Lee at right now? Is it to your side of you?
Bruce Lee is in my other room right now. That's slightly under construction. I don't have an exact home for him at the moment. Because I'm trying to figure out how to integrate him with Dragon Ball Z just a little bit. But
yeah,
I think he's like one of my favorite Infinity busts at the moment. Like every time I walk by his hand, I kind of just like give him a high five.
Yeah. The question is, have you ever seen the Bruce Lee movie, Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually have seen Bruce Lee movies. I used to watch them with my uncle when I was younger. And right before buying this, I rewatched Game of I rewatched this movie. Yeah, right before. And so I opened him that next day because I was on vacation, and it was like, damn, this is spot on. It's really good.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because you bought the Alita bust without watching the movie.
That's very risky advice without watching the movie.
Well, again, for anyone who hasn't heard the Alita story, I live bought it during one of our shows because Shane was here and he's like, it was on eBay. It was a good price. Was it Hector? Did I buy Alita from Hector? I bought the Queen Studios Aquaman from Hector. Anyway, I probably bought Alita from someone in this chat. And it was the exclusive edition. It was brand new, never opened. And so it's this right here. Aiden, well, I didn't know Aiden at the time really well, but Randy and what's his name? Art and a few other people who are like well-respected collectors were like, this is the best bust I've ever seen. You need to have it. And then when I hear that, plus I love sci-fi. And I just love the way it looks, especially in the Berserker uniform, which I didn't know what that was at the time. I'm just like, okay, screw it. So if I get it and I hate the movie, or if I hate it, it'd be an easy sell. But if I get it and I love it, then it's a win because I didn't miss out on it. Because I missed out on that XM Iron Man Mark 7 for like a super sick deal, like 1,200 plus minimal ship. Someone bought it after one of our shows, like on the West Coast, and so I was sleeping. And so anything that's
the XM one you just got?
no the
that one. Okay, I know you're
the Mark 7 where he's standing on the Mark 7 base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anytime there's something like on eBay or on Facebook on a sale and it's during one of our live streams, I'm just gonna buy it because anywho.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Kevin. Oh man, dude, I think you're like the first person to tell me that you hated the movie.
Everybody. I think it's
that movie's
underrated.
10 out of 10 good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how you could possibly hate that movie.
I'm curious, Frank. Keep elaborating. We'll keep have Sean keep going on his pickups.
Okay. Closer. Okay, tell us about this, Sean. This was kind of a debate you had.
Catwoman. So my local buddy was selling this in Joker, and I went and reviewed him in person. But however, the lighting was terrible at his house. Like, it's so bad. And I sold Joker for him, and then I got Catwoman. I wanted to see it in my collection, and so I brought it home and compared it. And originally I was going to sell it, but after seeing it next to the Prime 1, it just like, are you freaking kidding me? It made Prime 1, it made me hate that statue. I used to like it. I hated it. And so I was like, screw that. Why should I be with this super inferior product? So I instantly sold that and kept the Catwoman, and she looks phenomenal. Easily the best 1/3 sculpted statue in my collection, detail and sculpt-wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy because I remember you sending pictures when you first got it, and you just don't realize how night and day something is till you see them side by side,
Yeah, like when you look at the photo I sent of it next to Prime 1 Catwoman, you're like, oh gosh.
I mean, it's
the question is
comparison.
People talk about the expense. Is it worth paying 2 to 3 times more for?
Yeah, it's like 2.5 times more expensive.
But if you see them side by side, it's night. Like if you want the best of the best, you have to unfortunately pay for it.
Spend the 2.5K on that versus buying 2 Prime 1 1/3. I'd rather just get a way better statue and just have less of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've spent 3K on multiple of my ECCs. That freaking Pennywise was $3,000. Freddy Jason $3,000. He was 2.5. Marcus and Lycan are $3,000. But they're really good statues with glass size.
You got the Pennywise aftermarket, huh?
Well, no, I bought that at retail. It was like 2.7K. But I freaking love that Pennywise.
Then I must have got a steal for it because I had I think it was your videos I was watching initially, how I found, and it was long sold out, and somebody was like posting in these weird groups, and he sold it to me for $2,000.
Dude, you got steal because I think retail was like 2.5 plus like 270 shipping.
Okay. Another Predator to the collection.
This is one that should be arriving soon in the next few weeks.
Oh, nice. Is this the Infinity one?
Nice.
Yep, yeah. Infinity Berserker.
Is it 1/4 or 1/3?
1/4, 28, almost 29 inches tall, 24 inches deep and wide, with 1.5 predators.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice size 1/4.
I'm a big fan of Berserker. I love the character. I recently just watched Predator 1, AVP 1 and 2. And dude, the Predators in AVP 1, they look horrible. Oh my gosh, they just look like big bulky guys in outfits. I hated their look. Wolf is one of the best looking. I think he almost rivals the OG Predator. Because the OG Predator also is a big guy in a suit, and I don't like that look quite as much. Where Wolf looked more natural, like an actual creature. And I love the look of his face with the acid burn. And I think Berserker is probably one of the coolest looking as well.
Do you have any of the Fugitive Predator?
I got the bust.
You got the bust. Okay. I have the statue, the deluxe version, but I'm deciding if I want to keep it or not.
You have it opened, or?
I haven't opened it yet.
So you got to at least open it.
I know. I should, but I'm just trying to think long road. So, because I got the Jungle Predator on order, so I'm kind of.
I still like that movie, but it's definitely not that amazing. Fugitive had a pretty cool scene when he like broke out originally, but I
Yeah.
like him fourth. It's cool. I like him better with the mask on versus the unmasked. Unmasked, he looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
I am a fan of the mask on too. I know some people are like it always had like Mr. X. Predators always have to have the mask off, but I think the masks are cool.
Yeah, I like the mask. I display XM Predator mask on all the time. I prefer the mask.
Yep. Nice.
So this was just a pre-order. Just made that like yesterday. Secured it through Sugo Toys. After getting, the J&D Catwoman, I'm like, I got to go all in on the girls.
Yeah. Man, I'm surprised they had some left.
Best statue he's ever seen. So, and I trust him. So.
Okay. I'm surprised they had some left.
Yeah, they still have some because I know another person pre-ordered right after me, and it's still available. So maybe they just have one left. But
Sean,
yeah,
after you ordered from Sugo, did they send you a shipping invoice already, or
it already included shipping? It was like $134 for EMS or something like that.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, they already had the shipping quote because they have the box dimension, so it's not expensive.
Gotcha.
Yeah, about it. He's a big YouTuber over in France. He has double my sub, 60,000. Great YouTuber, but he said Harley's the best statue he's ever seen, and he's seen them all.
Sweet. This is what I think Todd gets his next month, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so. November.
Mara, yeah, I had to PO Mara.
Man, all you guys are ordering her.
Dude, she looks gorgeous.
I know.
Yeah.
She's incredibly sexy. I love the red hair. She's one of the most beautiful women, ever on TV. I fell in love with her before she was even Mara. I loved her and never backed down. You've ever seen that movie? That's when I was like, holy crap, she's so hot.
Yeah.
Sugo's out of Australia.
Yep.
Is this where you got her too?
No, I got her through Todd.
Yeah.
Oh, Todd. Okay.
I think Todd got some extras.
He had an extra one, so he hooked me up. And I also pre-ordered, as you'll see in the next one, also from Todd.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, Shane. What's up, Shane?
Let's see here.
Thank you for joining us, Shane.
Yeah, no problem.
I think all of these J&Ds are, I know we throw this word around lightly, but they're all Grail status. These all are worthy of the Hall of Grails, of like the best representative statues on the market at this time.
Oh yeah, I was looking at my Prime One. I got the Wonder Woman horse, the Queen bust, and the Wonder Woman Ultimate, and this is just miles better in every possible way. The skin tone, the armor detail, the likeness, the hair, the tiara, everything is much better.
Yeah. And I will
Who's
say,
making that Amber Heard? Is that Queen?
That's
Amira? J&D?
Yeah.
It's J&D.
Hopefully they don't shit the bed with that one.
Oh my god. Get out of here.
Someone had
this man off.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yep. See you, Shane.
Have a good night, Shane.
Johnny, Shane, you feeling better, my man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Very good. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, and this one. Have you got this one yet?
Nope. It's
on its way.
In Germany right now, but it's supposed to arrive on Thursday. So people want me to do a live unboxing for that one. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome to do a live unboxing.
I mean, I've actually reviewed this piece in person before, but it was really bad lighting. It's in like a apartment from the 1800s. So this will definitely be much better. Plus, it has the custom chrome, which is a big decisioning factor for me as well in doing the whole trade for my Jack bus. Kind of crazy. Jack Sparrow goes out as Mara comes in essence, because I pre-ordered Mara.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's like, sorry, Johnny, because I love Johnny. He's a freaking legend.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys think about Computer Fly's comment right here? I think it's a really interesting comment.
Infinity, though. They are so slow, though. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything on any of the busts they teased 2 years ago. 2 years, nothing.
Aquaman bus was due on Sideshow, and Sideshow gets Infinity stuff pretty fast, actually very early, in June this year. pushed back to like December. I don't even know what it's currently pushed out. I don't think we're ever going to see that that Aquaman. I want that. Sean, do you have that Aquaman on pre-order?
Nope, too much space.
Too much space. Dude, I can't wait to see that Aquaman. That's like an instant order for me as soon as it becomes available.
Definitely looks really good. It's huge.
Oh, it's gigantic. But I mean, it's a must with the Infinity Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman.
Are you going to get the Mera bust?
That's never a good sound from Mike.
Dude, honestly, okay. I think that mirror bust is absolutely beautiful. I think it's just as
The
beautiful as the
likeness
mirror.
is definitely off, though.
Yes, the likeness of the J&D is better.
Yeah, J&D is like a solid 95%, where Infinity is probably like 80%.
It's not quite there. And okay, 1/3, you can be off a hair because you're looking at the statue from a distance, but 1-to-1, I mean, you got to be on. It needs to be perfect, or at least 90%. I love all the details. I think that everything else, the suit, the scales, like the water effect on the chest, I think it's gorgeous. We'll have to see when the production picks come out. I'll make a decision then.
Yeah, for sure. I think Aquaman's not quite 100% either, honestly. I mean, it looks amazing, but it's not 100%. It's maybe, for me, it's about 85 to 90, depending on the angle.
Yes. I think that the Queen Aquaman is actually better, in the 1/2
I'd say
scale.
it's about equal. See, I
Really?
saw the Queen 1/2 scale because I thought the likeness was a little off, too.
Yeah, you had it.
Plus, I didn't like how it didn't scale with Prime 1.
Yeah, it's pretty damn nice. It's close. I like it. It's close enough for me. All they need to do is shrink their life-size bust to 1/3, and likeness will be J&D. I don't know. J&D likeness for Selena, for Wonder Woman 84, for what else do I have around here? Let's see what else is coming out. Well, I know some people have some issues with Harley, but we'll get enough people in hand soon enough. I think J&D
in person, though, like the Joker, I always thought the likeness was terrible. I thought it was like 50%. But then when I saw it in person, I was like, wait, I actually see Ledger in this.
Yeah, it's okay. So would you agree that with the silicone, there's so many, like, I would call them like micro or nano details, like the pores and the textures, it doesn't pick up on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, exactly what Hector said.
Okay, so the Harley Infinity and the Harley Selena Kyle, I think those are pretty damn good.
Oh, I got Infinity Harley on pre-order, and I may get Catwoman. Just depends on the situation at that time.
Yes. I totally agree with that. I think that those two look absolutely beautiful. And while we're on the topic of silicone, and we have the T1000, why don't we talk about silicone real quick? Because I feel like a lot of people are curious about it. Now, there's, I think, two camps here. There's sort of the older collectors who will never, ever touch silicone. There's maybe the newer collectors, and then there's kind of people in the middle like Sean. And then there's people like Shane who doesn't touch anything that's not comic, villain, 1/4 scale, and predominantly custom.
Well, that's not true. I do have some heroes.
Okay, true.
But the rest of that is true.
But hang on. Let's actually start, and I'm trying to like go through the chat, but I want to start with Shane because I feel like Shane is the least invested and maybe the most objective of the four of us when it comes to silicone. So tell us a little bit about your thoughts on silicone. It could be life size, 1/3 scale, J&D Infinity, whatever. What's your take on it? For people that don't know you, tell them your rules, and then let us know your thoughts on silicone. So justify your rules so people understand where you're coming from.
So my rules for collecting that I follow wholeheartedly are one iteration of each character in that scale. I don't go smaller than, well, I do 1/5 now because the He-Man line coming out from Tweeterhead, but generally I'm 1/4 and 1/3. I don't do movie unless, of course, it's Darth Maul from XM, Darth Maul from the movie. But I don't do like actors like you guys do. I don't do mixed media, and I I think that's just about it for rules. I buy what I love, and I like to put all my statues and display them together, kind of like Sean does. We both have that tick where we can't mix them because it drives us fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
Now, as far as silicone, with that being said, with me doing comic and me not doing real people, I don't think silicone works for comic as well as it does real actors. So it's not really an issue for me. I think it does look good from what I've seen. I haven't seen it in person yet, but from the pictures, the silicone looks good. I'm very happy with polystone resin, whatever. That's what I'm going to stick with. But again, that just fits me. Like I don't think a silicone, XM or not even XM, a silicone comic book lizard is going to look good when I could have polystone or resin. So it just doesn't fit the type of statues I collect.
Okay, I think that's very fair. Now that being said, let's say that there's what would be like a good villain where if they threw some silicone on him, well, it's hard to do comic silicone, right?
That's what I'm saying, right? It doesn't really fit. Like I guess
fit.
they could do, for example, an Emperor Palpatine silicone.
Palpatine.
But if you look at DMDs or you look at MYCs, they absolutely killed it. I'd have no reason to spend extra money to get a 1/4 scale silicone. Because I'm not going 1/3 scale. I'm not going half. I don't like half at all. And I'm not going life size. So I don't need a 1/4 silicone. Do they even make 1/4 silicone? To my knowledge, they don't. But even if they did, I don't need it.
1/6. They make 1/6.
Yeah, but 1/4. Do you know one statue that's 1/4 scale silicone?
The Loki's gonna be silicone.
Oh yeah, Queen. Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. But that's also the actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's the actor. It's not, good call.
Tom Hiddleston. So that's not anything I would collect anyway. But if they did a comic book Loki, do you think it would look as good in silicone compared to resin?
Nah.
I personally don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they've done a comic book silicone yet, have they?
No, I don't think comic book life size busts look good at all either.
I think it depends on the character. I've seen Carnage, Spider-Man, and Venom that look great.
Like the Joker and Harley's that Sideshow recently did. I'm not a fan of those.
Well, a lot of stuff Sideshow does looks like shit lately anyway.
Yeah.
So
I guess if like XM did it, might look good, but the Sideshow stuff, I'm just like, who collects that?
However, quick note, getting back to Nightcrawler, I was listening, but I wasn't on. I think the Sideshow Nightcrawler kicks the shit out of XM Nightcrawler, and I don't say that often about many Sideshow pieces over XM, but I like their Nightcrawler much better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And we'll talk about that later, Shane, because I know you kind of have a bone to pick with XM.
Lately, I do, and they're my favorite licensed company. I own over 20, maybe 30 XM statues. I love XM, love them.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of these blinded fanboys who love them blindly. I'm objective with everything I do and everything I buy. So.
Okay.
So let's keep going with this then. And Johnny, I'm going to send you a link here and let me know if that's the right one. So Sean, I think that makes a lot of sense because this is what you collect. So let's go to John for a second because I think John is kind of newish to silicone. And what do you think? What is your opinion on silicone? It could be bus, 1/3, whatever.
So I'm relatively new to the statue game. In the last probably 2 years, I've slowly been transforming from 1/6 to statues, and I'm mainly a movie collector. So for me, you see what companies do movie statues. You got Prime One, and I think with like Sean's pictures, we've seen. And granted, those are older pieces and they are improving. I still don't think Prime 1 does great actor likeness. I mean, their bases are, the concept, like Sean said, are the best. And that pretty much leaves two companies. You got Queen and J&D if you want the best statues. So for me, it's convenient for me because I'm coming into the game where it's kind of top of the line as far as likeness. And I'm trying to think. Joker was my first Silicone from J&D, and I agree it's not the best. Like I have the Queen Studios jail scene, and I will say that one's a little bit better. But then I got the Wonder Woman from you, Mike, that I recently sent back, and that blew me away. And that piece kind of reassured me when J&D was doing Catwoman. I had to get that, and that's probably a top 5 piece in my collection as far as likeness, in my opinion. So my only thing is, though, and I'm kind of curious to get your guys' thoughts on it, is what's your view on, with it being so new, as far as how long these will last? Does that pop up in your guys' head at all, as far as, we're here in 20 to 30 years, Are you guys planning to keep these, or at some point?
So can I read some information that I got from Manny and a few other prop makers on this chat we set up?
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought this was really interesting, and I don't know if any of you have seen this, but again, it's on Facebook, and you could comment. And so we started this chat, and the main things that most people know are, temperature controlled room, not direct sunlight, dust them with a makeup brush. In fact, if you haven't received, one of these silicone busts, they typically give you like a makeup brush to kind of dust it. Obviously don't handle it with your, direct oily hands and stuff like that. Don't lick it, or, whatever you may do to your statues. And that's all. Yeah. Shane and
that's why I don't buy silicone.
if Payne was here, don't do what Payne would do. But but I actually, Manny shared some really interesting information here. And, what we hear is, okay, the companies are telling us 20 to 30 years, platinum silicone, medical grade silicone, what's it all about? And some people are just like, I will never buy a silicone piece ever because it's going to show up like a melted face in 30 years. Well, first of all, in 30 years, if something lives in my collection for 30 months, besides Thanos and Alita and Goku and my one-to-one stuff, I'd be shocked. Well, and XM Hulkbuster. But let me just read what Manny was saying here. Manny was saying blah blah blah. Okay, hi Mike and everyone in the chat. There are several things to consider regarding this topic. There are different types of silicones. Platinum is the best and the most durable silicone. They're heat resistant, which makes it very durable. I don't know how good the quality of the silicones that Queen Studios or Infinity Studios are using, to name a few. I don't own one of these yet. The ones I own are made for me by my good friend Howard Sent, and he uses platinum silicone. The oldest one I have is my Yoda, which is 12 years old. I have molds made of the platinum that are 15 years old and perfectly intact. And then let's see. He also goes on to say thickness of silicone will affect durability, but not necessarily. Platinum is heat resistant, but also tear resistant. You guys also need to take into consideration that these life-size busts are mass produced, so we really don't know yet if the silicone is that they're using in the product is good. Now, I know that companies like J&D say that it's platinum silicone. I think Queen Studio says platinum too, or maybe that's Infinity, maybe all of them. And then Aaron chimed in and he said, I'd like to say I think silicone will last for quite a long time. External household silicones are out in the rain, freezing temps, and 45 degrees Celsius days here in Australia and still intact after 20 years. I think the paint would be more of a problem long-term with acid fingers, blah, blah, blah. Then someone else chimed in and said that the silicone will be fine for quite a long time, decades maybe. Latex is the problem. Obviously, a lot of these companies, or none of these companies, are using latex. That's what the stuff like Tom Spina actually goes in and repairs these latex ones that are broken down. Tom Spina Designs. Manny also says the paint shouldn't deteriorate because the paints used on platinum silicone are silicone-based paints, according to his friend Howard, who's been doing silicone work for 20 plus years. And I guess we assume that silicone-based paints are heat resistant, all those types of same resistance as silicone. Let's see. I have Howard's full body Chucky, and then they started talking about other things. And then they posted a bunch of pictures here of the sick Arnold silicone, which is actually pretty awesome. I'll see if I could, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty damn cool there. So that's an old Arnold custom made with platinum silicone. That's really neat. Obviously, the one that Infinity's coming out with, it looks really good too. So, I think that getting information like that from prop makers like Manny and prop makers that he works with that have been working with silicone for 2 decades plus already is pretty reassuring. Now, that being said, how honest are Infinity, J&D, and Queen Studios being with us? Because I kind of assumed all that about silicone because obviously doctors here, I don't forget who I told this with, but surgeons are putting silicone in people's disgusting bodies. Okay. And the body is a horrible place with lots of weird things going on. And if it can withstand that, it can withstand sitting on your damn shelf in your 70-degree humidity controlled, beautiful house that you live in, that you're going to touch with white gloves. And if you're like Sean, spend 3.5 hours every week, vacuuming and dusting. And he's smiling, but he knows it's true.
9 weeks, but yeah, it takes me 4 hours to dust my cave.
1,500 square foot of statue. Now, all that being said, sorry, I was not looking at the chat and all of that. A better question is, are these companies being honest with us? What do you think?
I mean, I got my Queen Wolverine with the paint rubbing off on the forehead and on the shoulders. Mm-hmm. Granted, that was one of their first busts, and I heard that should never happen. So they clearly were using the wrong paint on their original bust. And I assume that's not the case because we haven't seen that happen to anyone else.
Sure.
But that was a horrible thing. And I had to send it to a guy who does silicone repair, and he did a terrible job. When you can get silicone repaired, that's the thing. There is people that repair it. So even, let's say 30 years from now, they start cracking or whatever, just send it to a repairer. They'll fix it for you. Should be good for another 30 years, and by then you're dead.
There you go. I mean, that's actually pretty...
It wasn't expensive either to repair. It was like, a few $100.
And I'm curious to see, when you have a bus that's been out, let's say 10, 15 years, and you want to go sell it, are people going to be wary?
What's up, PJ?
About, are you going to have to sell it for 2/3 of the price? That's what I'm curious to see where the market goes with that.
I think really interesting.
We'll see, though. The future is super unpredictable, and silicones are so new, we really can't, predict the future. For the most part, I'm buying my silicones to last, and, I'll die with these things. Whether they start cracking, I don't care. I'll still enjoy it. If Pennywise starts cracking, it's cracks on his face already, so who cares?
Yeah.
So I think that we're all probably in agreement here that, if you collect movie characters, realistic portraits of, Mira, Harley, female characters, the Superman that J&D is going to come out with pretty soon, it is okay to purchase silicone. Is anyone here worried about silicone degradation less than 30 years if the companies are being truthful with us?
Not after you said they put that in our disgusting bodies, so I'm good. I'm good.
So one thing I will say is, I got my Hulk bust, and that's one of Queen's earlier ones. I picked that thing up with my bare hands. They were slightly greasy. It left grease marks that I can't get out. So definitely don't touch silicones with greasy hands. It will leave a mark.
Yeah, early Queen bust. Okay, there is a difference. So as someone who, and Sean, you know this too, as someone who owns Queen bust silicone and Infinity bust silicone, there is a difference. I don't know what they're using, but the Infinity silicone is drier, less rubbery, and more...
It's harder as well. It's not as soft.
Yeah, it's not as soft. Queen silicone is kind of greasier. I'm looking at Alita right now. It has more of a reflectance. It almost looks more like a human because it almost looks like we have natural oils, obviously, on our skin, and it kind of looks more shiny, almost like someone has like natural oil. The Wonder Woman bust from Queen is the same exact way.
Although I think Alita's better than Wonder Woman in terms of greasiness. You can use baby powder to get rid of that greasiness. I did that for my Thanos because that thing came out so freaking sweaty and dark. So I used baby powder, which is safe. Arnold bust is more like Infinity, where it's like the harder silicone. It doesn't sweat. So I'm curious why they switched silicones, after Arnold.
Hey, this is look at this.
I'm gonna ask Queen that at the event this Saturday. I'm gonna ask him why they changed silicones, from Arnold to like Wonder Woman, and I'm real curious how good the other ones are in person. If it's the old or newer silicone type.
Yeah, please do. I'm really curious about that too. Especially, I'd like to see the quality of the cap silicone.
Captain America was their most recent bust, I believe, and then Doctor Strange being the premium. I'm real curious, and I hope they allow me to touch it if possible, so I can feel how soft it is. But at least I can see, like, is it a greasy look or is it the Infinity style? Because they're charging Infinity prices, so it better be Infinity quality.
Right. Yes. Hector says that he left his Freddy Krueger silicone mask in his hot Florida attic for 3 years, and it's still mint condition. So, I mean, that's great. Flankster fan says, I want a statue, not a butt implant. Oh, dude, you're getting, you know what? This silicone is probably just medical grade reject silicone. Oh, it's not quite 100% FDA perfect or whatever, medical. It's so here you go. You could use it in your statues. I'm just guessing here. Let's see. Expect more expensive and longer time to produce. Yeah, but things like J&D are made in Korea, and there's a lot of stuff in China, but things are getting pumped out pretty decent.
The nice thing is they can't go in and raise the prices on our existing pre-orders.
Exactly.
They're like, hey, we got to charge you an extra $1,000.
Dude, well, that's like if you give someone a plan, you give someone a treatment plan, it's like, this is what it's going to cost. And then, well, no, that's a bad example because things can change. Whoa.
Oh, we lost John. Hey, Mike, I'm going to step out for a little bit. I'll be back shortly.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Let's see. Let's talk about Darkseid overpricing on their Terminator, such as Terminator on bike is $200.
Overpriced. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 1/3 overpriced, but the thing is, it's the only 1/3 in the market.
Yeah.
Out the old Cinema Cat, which doesn't look good. So I accepted the Darkseid for that reason.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Darkseid for sure. We all know how I feel about Darkseid, and we'll figure it out. Hector, one thing. I also have a Queen Hulk bust, and he sweats, but also makes him look more realistic. True. I mean, people are greasy. We sweat. Sean just got back from the gym.
Oils. I'm starting to move some statues around. I got some stuff. Those sold, so I'm moving them there.
Yes, so good. So yeah, I have a lot of questions that I saved up here. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because, again, here's the interesting thing. Everyone, well, first of all, there's, there were more people here 5 minutes ago, but there's still about 60 people here. Go ahead. If you're watching us live, please subscribe, hit the like button, give us a thumbs up. It really helps us. We are pushing towards 1,000 subscribers. We're almost halfway there. And man, I'd love to be to 1,000 by the end of the year. I think that will be amazing. And, not that, we're trying to compete or do anything. It's just, I think that I love this community. I know John loves it. We have a lot of great guys here. And yes, we are 100% guys. 0 females watch this YouTube channel, which is fine. I understand why. But it's more from the aspect that you guys have a lot to contribute. I learn a lot from you guys. I like talking to you guys throughout my week. And I've met a lot of really cool friends here. So give us a like, give us a subscribe, tell your friends about us, join our Facebook group if you haven't already. And of course, if you're not in the Flankster statue group, go ahead and join that one too, because Sean puts out content probably every time I do a hygiene check at work, Sean's putting out another video. So that's like 20 videos a day. But yeah, go ahead and give us both a like. We'll put some links in the chat there, but I wanted to address that thing about silicone. But I think that now that we've addressed that, and again, let us know if you have any thoughts about Silicone. What I was going to say is the JND Collectors Group, which has like 3,000 subscribers, it should be called the JND Haters Collector Group. There are more people bitching on that group. Silicone sucks. Silicone sucks. JND's overpriced. Why are you in the group? Why are you in the group?
People who can't afford it. It's all it is. They love it. They just can't afford it.
This is so overpriced. Okay.
All statues are very expensive.
They are very expensive. If they were $1,000 less, would I cry? No, I'd be really happy. But oh well. Hey John, should we jump into some fun stuff here?
Do we want to talk about your pickups real quick?
Oh yeah. We can get through them. Yeah.
Since I got them lined up.
Oh, Hector, yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Mike, are you picking up LBS Hulk and which one? Yes, I'm not sure which one yet though. Yeah, here's a couple of pickups just from, I couldn't remember if they were from last week or in between shows or 2 weeks, but I did pick up this ECC thanks to Sean. He pushed me into it, and I wanted to get in before the pre-order closed. It's shipping before the end of the year. Shipping's already no, I didn't pay shipping yet, so I just the PO 20%. But I got this and the little mosquito, and I think that's gonna be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to this one, and I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer to the Infinity Bus too.
Oh yeah, Sean, what's your thoughts on this? Because you had the Rotunda one, right, from Prime One?
Yeah, I mean, I have Rotunda. I have Iron Studios. I think conceptually those are way better than this. Those are the two best possible concepts for a T-Rex statue. The biggest problem is the paint app, the lack of glass eyes. This one is going to have a more accurate sculpt, being sculpted by Steve Wang and Stan Winston Studios, who produced the original T-Rex for the movie. And then ECC is a far better paint app than Prime 1 does, or Iron Studios. So the glass size, the teeth look much better. The overall detail is just going to be far better than my existing ones. It's just conceptually, it's not as good, plus it's smaller. So overall, I think it's fantastic, and I think anyone who gets it in person is going to really love it. So I pre-ordered it myself. I want to get it. I want to see it in hand. I don't know if I'll keep it or potentially sell like Iron Studios. I really want to see it in person first.
Okay. All right. What's this one, Mike?
So
I had the prototype for this, by the way.
Yep. So here's what I realized. I thought that this came with. Go to the next picture, John. Yeah, I thought that this came with the statue and the bust, but I kind of misread it. Which is my bad. Doesn't matter. Still a good price. But I'm getting the full-size trunks. I just paid for it a day or two ago, and this is the exclusive edition, or the EX. It comes with a full-size removable alloy metal sword. It comes with a separate full-size, the purple, normal trunks, and then Super Saiyan trunks, and it comes with a bust sort of, or more like a head rest that you can put it on. It comes with light-up LED base. And man, this guy is a beast.
Huge. That thing's like 7 feet tall, isn't it?
It's not quite 7. It's like 6 something, I think. It's big. It'll
scales their DBZ. They're massive.
Yeah, it'll scale okay with the LX Vegeta. It's going to be a little bit bigger than my Infinite Studios Goku, but I think I'm going to keep Vegeta and Trunks.
Goku, though, just your wire.
What was that?
Trunks is bigger than Goku in real life, in the anime. He's a few inches taller.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's true. So, okay, that'll work well then. I think I'd like to put my Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks kind of all together against a wall. But I thought I was getting the bust with this, because typically when you buy 1-to-1 Dragon Ball Z statues, you get the full-size statue and you get like a complimentary bust. But that's okay. Not getting the bust. I was going to sell it to one of our buddies anyway.
Dude, the little headstand's perfectly fine, and the purple hair is by far better than this Super Saiyan. Trust me.
I was always a fan of the Trunks purple hair,
It looks
because
really good in person, dude. The intricacies of the way they did the whole flowing is amazing. Like on the bust, and dude, the bust was so freaking big. I don't know if you've
Yep.
seen the old YouTube video, but that was huge. So I can imagine the life size is just going to be legendary.
It's gonna be so good. I just love that the sword is removable, and you can be like, oh, I mean, that's gonna. Everyone knows how I feel about life size.
It's a space hog, dude.
Yeah.
That would easily be an entire plus garage shelf, at least like a 48-inch wide.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy. I'm gonna have to sacrifice some stuff here, but it's okay. It's worth it because this is go big or go home channel. It's also commit to the best. So
Let's just have that Vegeta and Goku and just call it a day for DBZ. That's all you need. 3 life size.
I mean, honestly, here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out. You have this. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Let's interject. So for anyone who
Although I still think you need KD, Goku, Vegeta bus with the Prime ones.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And actually, you read my mind. So if anyone does collect 1-to-1 statues, please, let us know in the chat, because I need some help with this. My thought process is, when you have a 1-to-1, okay, I have 9-foot ceilings. Okay, let's say he's 6 foot tall, 6.5. You still have a good solid 2 feet, 24 to 30 inches, and you have these wide bases, but you have normal looking people. So when you line these up together, you have about, I don't know, maybe 2 feet, 3 feet in between shoulder to shoulder if you literally stand them base to base to base. So what I was thinking is, you have them kind of up against the wall, and then you have like a single shelf kind of in between, and I would have Trunks, and then the Soul Wing, Trunks, and a Cyborg Frieza kind of as like a complementary piece up against the wall. Then I would have my Infinite Studios Goku, and I'd have the Last Sleep MUI Goku.
Are you
And
going
then
to do a wall shelf? I feel like you'd have to do a wall shelf.
it would be a wall shelf. Yes, it would be like a spotlight shelf. Like this is just for this statue, nothing else. It's just kind of right there, but
it could
spaced
work
out and clean.
I think it could work, but I'd still prefer your 1/4 separate. In all honesty, I think the 1-to-1 just shadows the 1/4.
But hear me out though. What if I get rid of all the other 1/4 and I just have almost like a 1-to-1 and a complementary 1/4? Because what I like about the 1/4 is you have a scene.
It's much more dynamic, better concept.
Right. So I'm gonna have to sketch this out a little bit and do some measurements. But what I'm thinking is, I really pare down my 1/4 DBZ, and I literally just keep the best of the best. Prime 1 Goku, Prime 1 Vegeta, Last Sleep, Ultra Instinct Goku, Soul Wing, Trunks and Frieza. And I do like just a small Dragon Ball Z area, 3 life size, a couple quarter scales, the KD bust, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I would think it'd be pretty sick.
Photoshopping stuff as well, Mike, and measuring things, because that's
I need to.
Me. When I was considering selling my DBZ 1/6, first I measured everything, make sure I can fit 2 long garage shelves, and then I Photoshop it and make sure it looks good. Because usually, if it looks good in the Photoshop, it looks much better in person. And then once I see it, I'm like, okay, that looks awesome. Then I do it. I did the same thing with my video game wall, my Mortal Kombat wall. I always Photoshop it and measure it before doing anything.
Yep. I need to do that, and I think I'm going to have a little bit of time coming up here where I'm going to be spending a little bit more time at home. Obviously, a new kid, and plus the holidays are coming up, and I get a little bit of a break from work. And I'm going to spend some time just kind of doing that and thinking about things, because by the end of the year, Vegeta and Trunks are coming at the same time. Like literally, FNC, the Fanatic Anime Store, is going to ship them at the same time, and their shipping is about 6 to 8 weeks. My Goku was delayed just because the boat ran into like a tsunami or some weird shit like that. So I'm gonna have 2 of those arriving. My wife is not going to be happy, and then probably at the same time or very soon after, Mark 7 and Hulkbuster are going to be arriving. It's going to be crazy. So I want to have this all figured out beforehand, and start moving furniture, taking down some shelves, and Anyway, I'm really excited about this. Trunks is one of my favorite characters. I know that not everyone loves Dragon Ball Z here, but Trunks is such a
seen it. That's the problem. They haven't seen it. If you watch
right.
episodes, you're hooked. That's all it takes.
You're 100% hooked. And the thing is, Trunks is such a pivotal character in the series because
he's so good. I love Trunks.
He comes out of nowhere. First of all, and I'm not giving anything away. First of all, his hair color is totally wrong, and you're like, why the hell is his hair color purple? Because Saiyan's hair are black, and then Super Saiyan they're gold, obviously. And you'll figure out why his hair is purple because of his parents. And he shows up as a total badass, where everyone is like whimpering and they're super underpowered, and he just like literally destroys. The show's been out forever. This is not a spoiler. He destroys Cyborg Frieza and King Cold, his father, like without breaking a sweat. After they spent like a week of episodes, like Krillin and all those guys getting their asses beat. What was that?
It was like 50 episodes in the Frieza saga fighting Frieza, and then Trunks comes out of nowhere and just whoops them. So awesome.
He's like, whoosh. And that's why the sword is so important, because he literally cuts Frieza in half and then he like blows him to bits with like a Kamehameha beam or something like that. So it's so unexpected and it's so out of nowhere that it's just, he's such a great character. And then when you realize who his parents are and why, it's even better. I think this is definitely a good question. What are you doing for space concerns in the big box? So things like Infinite Goku and this Trunks that come in big styrofoam multi boxes that aren't like shippers like the Mark 7 or the Queen Studios flight cases, I throw those away. Because let's be real for a second. I'm not shipping this. I'm not going to repack it. There's no way I can repack it as good as the factory. It will break. Those hair tendrils will break, all that stuff. And honestly, I'm keeping it. If someone wants to buy this from me in the future, drive to Knoxville or I'll meet you somewhere and we'll do a handoff. It's nice that it breaks down into pieces, the legs, the torso, the arm, the hand, the hair, or the head, and the base. It's not complicated to put together, but I can't rebox that. So, and I just throw it away. Now, if like Thanos or any of the Queen Studio stuff that comes in those big black flight cases, oh, that's fine. I keep those. I have 2 storage units right now. I have a big one, a 20 by 10, and I have a smaller one, a 10 by or 5 by 15. But I need to get rid of that 5 by 15 and upgrade it. And I have no choice because we don't have basements around here. My attic is real small, but the bigger problem with the attic is, I mean, unless you have an attic opening that's gigantic, most of these Prime 1 boxes, and they don't even fit. I mean, you can't even get them through the access hole.
What's in your garage like I do?
My garage is saturated right now. What I need to do, and maybe I'll do this over winter break or over Christmas time. I'll get one of those during Black Friday sales. Costco always sells the above the garage shelving. I probably buy some of those and I'll just start shoving stuff up there. That's what I'll do actually to create some space. But here's the thing is I only keep things that I'm going to sell or think I'm going to sell in my house so that I can just grab it, sell it, and get rid of it. But yeah, I think that's what I'll probably end up doing. I still need my storage units. I have too much stuff. For anyone that was with us last week, you know that I got this live when Todd was here. And yeah, I like to support Todd. I like to support all the guys that we buy stuff from. And everyone knows I love Queen Studios. I think I figured out where this is going. I will once I start to set things up, I will show some hints. I think it's gonna be cool. I'm literally gonna make a cave, just like last episode of Rings of Power at the very end, nice dark cave, and he's gonna come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sweet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then sorry, she was supposed to be unboxing for tonight, but she came a day early. I got too excited. I wanted to make sure the neck wasn't broken, and I'm in love. And yes, I did flip the visor so that it looks like the cat ears now.
You also need to fix so her hair goes behind her ear. It's always like that in the movie. So fix her hair.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I was like looking at J&D photos, and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be like that, right? How you have it right there.
Okay, both ears though.
Yeah, both ears. The Prime 1 statue was the same as well. Both ears, you can see them both.
Got it.
Okay.
She's oh, and this, I'm just in love with this. This was my idea from the minute they not released, but they teased Venom. I was like, okay, how cool it would be to have all three of these on the same shelf. They're all comic based. They all have the little nameplate on the bottom there. I'm so in love with this. They just barely hang off each edge of the garage shelf. These are right below my TV in my other room. And honestly, when I'm sitting on my couch or even just walking around, these look really good on bottom shelf. Not a lot of things do. These look great. They present well. They match together well. Spidey looks kind of clean and not super textured, but he's not a symbiote. I love this. I don't think I'll sell any of these. I bought that Spider-Man specifically for this setup. And the only thing I wish I had the Spider-Man with the chrome eyes. So if anyone doesn't use their chrome eyes and you have that Spider-Man, I'll pay you for them. Or if you want to send them to me.
Without chrome.
It's just catchy. I would like to have the option. They're so easy to switch out. Just pop, and they're just magnets.
My only question on this. So this is on bottom shelf, right?
Yes.
Is it? The thing is with Venom, when I put him on bottom shelf on a garage shelf, if I'm standing up, I can't see him at all good. Does that bug you at all? The fact like you have to basically sit down to look at him?
No, because when I'm in that room is primarily for sitting. This room is for standing and walking. So I need to think about this room a little bit. But because I'm always sitting in this room and he's literally right under my TV right now, it doesn't bother me at all. But what I am thinking is I can make this a top shelf thing and they'll display just as well, and you'll be able to see them from any angle.
One thing you can also do is remove the bottom wood and just have them resting on the ground. Just put like a cloth to cover the ground. I do that for my taller statues, and it allows me to see them better.
Okay.
So like
say that
these
one
guys,
more time. Yeah, show me.
That is not on wood. It's just literally on the ground, and there's just a cloth. Because that's really tall. That's a tall bust. I did the same with Red Sonja and the Gremlins. They're all just sitting on the ground on a cloth. It's still protected and whatnot, so my robot vacuum won't hit it. But it really helps for viewing angles because Red Sonja is quite tall, and that gains you 2 inches of viewing space.
I see. So you're just saying don't put that board in, just put a black cloth.
Put some cloth, or you can put the board at the bottom if you want. Like if it's a base that can easily fall, you put the board at the bottom and the shelves over the board.
I see.
But you do lose a little bit of like width and depth doing that. Just so you're one.
Not a lot though. Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Like a half inch.
I have to admit, when I saw this, it's tempting me to do that because I didn't think you'd ever be able to get all three.
I didn't think you could either. I'm baffled by
all on one.
Well, this is the thing, and when I got these in, like especially when I got Carnage in, I'm like, holy crap! The Carnage base is so small because he flares out at his shoulders, but also look at the way he's designed. He's designed to be sort of like straight on. He's catty corner. And so he's not super wide either. And I couldn't believe this worked. I had them there together. I always thought I'd put them on a top shelf kind of hanging off the side. But I'm like, let me just try this because I was moving things around. I grabbed that Spider-Man, put it right there. I mean, I'm in love. I highly encourage anyone to do this.
Well, too, and I wasn't a big fan of the Carnage, but when you see him next to Venom, the way it just shines, that symbiote, it really stands out. And I kind of agree. I almost like Carnage more than Venom just from how he looks aesthetically.
I just don't like the tongue on him,
I don't either. I wish it was like you could take it out and you could pop something in.
Even something to just like plop in. So
I would see, but I agreed when I saw it, but then when I got it in hand and I put them together, I think that it's so balanced. This is just this shelf. it doesn't matter where I have the shelf. This is always going to be together. I don't need anything else. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Now I know how Sean feels. Well, no, you're always changing. How Shane feels maybe when you get what you're waiting for and you get them there and it's perfect and you're like, I'm done. But this is only one shelf out of how many shelves do I have? A ton. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I posted a lot of good pictures of that. But yeah, this is a custom A-wing by my buddy Chris Benware, who's one of the co-hosts of Rogue One 6. He does a lot of model work. This thing is huge. Probably, I never actually measured it. And now I can't find my ruler. But anyway, it's the length of my arm, which is fantastic. You can see him compared to Magneto, and everybody knows how wide Magneto is. So he's maybe like 2/3 the width of Magneto with the aura. I love it because it's a model kit, so it's not polystone. It's not super heavy, but it's really well made. Obviously, it's kind of modular the way it's put together. You got the little pilot that you can take out, and it's just really, really nice work. This is like old school, studio scale, film it in the movies. This is just it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And John and I were talking this week and recently, and we were talking about trying to find the best representation of something that you love. And I think that on this channel, one of the things we're going to strive for is, and you guys are a huge part of helping us with this, is what is the best? What's the best representation of something that you love, either in a movie or comic or anything, and help us figure that out. And this A-wing here, to me, is the best representation of an A-wing, and that's it. And I'm keeping it, and I'm happy. I have my representation. It does light up. The thrusters light up in the back. Just plugs in. It's wonderful. So I kind of want to bring the channel that way, and not the whole elitist thing or whatever. But what's the best representation? And yeah, it's subjective, but great. The more opinions, the better.
Well, and I think too, a lot of us can say, whether we started out with Funko or Marvel Legends or Black Series, up to Hot Toys, that's where I started out, was Hot Toys. Then I was 1/4, and then I started dabbling 1/3, and now I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm going to do, and a lot of us believe this, less is more. If you can get it to where you have the best of the best displayed and you don't have to continue about going forward, worrying about upgrading and, to the best thing. Exactly. That's easy. That's easiest for me because I get tired of having to totally reset my collection all the time, and they will make things that you upgrade to or want to change to, which is fine. But
right.
I don't know. Right. And I think we may be a little bit different just because our collections have been so fluid, where some people are perfectly fine with being 1/4 or 1/6, so
right. And that's it. Kind of, we're not really changing anything about the channel because we still think, collectors enabled, any property, any scale. But what's the best in that scale? What's the best in that property? Does J&D win? Does Prime 1 win? And and really, because that's it. John nailed it on the head. When you get something that is perfect, J&D Wonder Woman 84, perfect. I don't need another one. I don't care. I will always keep my eyes open for what comes out next. But to me, I have my perfect representation. This A-wing, perfect representation. Prime 1 Shockwave. The only Shockwave I'll ever need. So Hot Toys. Okay, here's the interesting thing about that. You have InArt. You have maybe J&D. You have maybe any nascent company that maybe is percolating some stuff right now. You have a lot of third-party stuff that is competing with Hot Toys. Look at the Jazz Inc. 66 Batmobile. People were buying that Batman and Robin 66 for, $400 to $500 a piece, if not more. And now I forgot who it was, but some third party 1/6. They look good. And guess
Yeah.
what? If I was still getting that 66 Batmobile, which I may still pick up if he has a few extra at the end. I did have it. I canceled it. I got some money back and put it towards something else. I still like it. It's not my Batmobile, but it's a beautiful piece of art. I would get that and I'd pick up those 2 third parties and be done. So,
well, and it's like you said, that like with the Hot Toys, like the 1/6, if you're strictly 1/6, like in art, I feel has changed the game for 1/6 because like I have the Hot Toys Pennywise right here, and the in art one blows it away. The rooted hair, it just doesn't even the Hot Toys doesn't compete in my opinion. Yeah, you're paying more for it, but again, if you want the best, that's the one to get.
Yep, I agree. And again, we don't care if you're 1/6 collector, 1/10 collector. Well, yeah, if you're 1/10's fine. It doesn't matter what type of collector you collect or you are, as long as you're getting what you want. But I think we really want to figure out how do we commit to the best. And if we all decide to commit to the best, we can hold these companies accountable. I'm not saying that they're going to listen, but I'm saying that you vote with your money. And they're asking for substantial amounts of money, all these companies. Now, unofficially, you guys know with me, go big or go home, bigger the better. Those are, you could tag those slogans to me. But really, when it comes down to someone who doesn't have infinite space, like, Art or, someone like Ronnie Stark, or even Sean to some degree, you have to settle on which one is the best. And this is coming up too. If we can I know I'm going to get my hands on an Infinity Wonder Woman bust at some point. Queen's going to have to go. Well, matter of fact, Queen's already going to John's. So, that's what we want you guys to help chime in with. And Sean kind of does this already because he's always comparing. Just look at the Catwoman video. He's committing
a lot of views too. People loved it.
Yeah, he's exactly. And people want to see that. And I know that not everyone here can afford 1/4, 1/3, 1-to-1, or you don't have the space, or you just think we're flat out crazy. And that's fine. But I want to do it just because it's fun. And because I think, shoot, man, I wish someone would, start reviewing yachts and Ferraris, and that'd be kind of fun to do too, and just watch. I'll never be able to do it, but still fun. This light up, these thrusters are beautiful.
Yeah.
This 100% needs to be plugged in on like an Alexa switch. Yeah.
Quick little question from Johnny. What's the best Batmobile ever?
I would say Batman vs. Superman. That one looks the coolest.
That is a badass one. It's a toss to me. If I have 2 in my collection, 89 is one of them. And I have to have an 89.
Yeah.
I do have the Tumbler, but I'm thinking about selling it. Tumbler is iconic, but it just doesn't, I don't love it in person as a collectible. What is coming back into my collection is I had the Justice League one, the first version. The licensed Justice League one is coming back into my collection whenever that ships next year by Jazz Inc.
Yeah. I would say 89 like you, Mike, and I also love the animated series one, which
that's a great one.
We're both getting.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Aiden says, I agree. I've heard people say they don't want the best. They just want said character, which is, that's okay. Well, some people are Magneto only collectors. Some people are Iron Man only collectors. Some people are Darth Vader only collectors. I think that's different. I think that's fine. And those people are probably some of the best to get their opinions on because they own every single damn version of that character or that person. So I think that's a great asset to the community. Hey, which one do you like the best? Which one has the best details? So I think, I'm okay. I'm not saying you can collect whatever you want, however you want. It's your collection. I'm just saying, I think most of us here have limited space, obviously limited means, and you can't own like 5 Wonder Woman's. So give me the best 84, the best classic, and which one is the best bust. And if that's really a favorite character. Well, anyway, if you guys think that's a good idea, if you're watching this afterwards, let us know. Leave a comment. What do you want us to focus on? Leave us a comment after you're watching this. But I think it's time. Should we jump in, John?
Yep, we can do that.
I think it's time. So John is going to switch over, and we're going to start this unboxing of the Prime 1, and then you guys just keep your comments flowing. I have some questions saved that Sean and I will go back into, and then John should be able to hear us.
Yeah, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. All right. Sean, tell me about, I'm just going back, the Gotham Knights video game coming out.
I'll play it.
What is it? Is it
I haven't looked too much to it. I rarely look too much into video games. I just play them when they come out. I don't want it to spoil anything. Like, I haven't watched a God of War trailer for Ragnarok, but I'm going to play it day one.
I got you. It's kind of, I do the same thing with movies and shows now. I just kind of don't.
They're showing too much. I didn't watch the most recent Black Adam trailer. I'll watch the first teaser trailer, but the detailed one, I don't want to watch it. Sometimes you're forced, though, when you go to theater.
Yeah.
But shows too much, and I want to be more surprised when I watch it.
Yeah, I agree. And that kind of goes with any trailers at this point. One, I don't really have a lot of time to watch trailers. I barely watch TV unless it's like some kid stuff. But it just makes it more enjoyable. Like, I will sit there and watch the House of the Dragon preview because it's at the very end of the show. And because I think that show is absolutely phenomenal.
Too.
Oh my, are you caught up?
Oh, of course. We watch it every Sunday night, me and the wife. I think Rings of Power is pretty disappointing so far. Like, it's very boring.
Really?
Hartfoots, just kill them off. It's confusing. Galadriel is the only redeeming character. Otherwise, I think it's a crap show, 5 out of 10. Although I'm loving Game of Thrones, dude. I think that show's easily 9 out of 10. Although Cobra Kai is still my favorite, 10 out of 10 for that. Nostalgia to the max.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good, man. Dude, you're like the first person that has you're the first person that's kind of said that Ring of Power is kind of boring. I've actually
Dude, that last episode was so bad. I was like, what am I even watching this for? I'm questioning if I should play it, but once I start something, I want to finish it though.
I'm trying to think.
It's gonna pick up soon.
I think it's going to. I think there's a lot of world building. This is not the only season. I mean, Amazon paid a crap ton of money for this show. We're getting multi seasons. Oh, dude, that looks nice.
It's a big base.
That is a big base. Holy John, how big is that? Is that a garage shelf that you're working on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's
wide.
It's a big piece.
Holy.
What this one run like $1,600 or something?
It was like
about that, yeah.
Yeah, something a little. I think I paid a little over that shipped from Prime One Direct. Yeah, it looks good, John.
What I love about this piece, though, is the displayability. If you want it up high, if you want it middle, just with the different head sculpts.
That's one of my favorite parts too. I think up high with the head looking down is going to be sick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to measure this at the end because I think I may not have enough height where I'm thinking about putting it. So that's going to make me. Actually, I'm probably going to take that garage shelf down anyway and put some 1-to-1s over there. Is there a new Halloween movie?
Yeah, Halloween Ends comes out Thursday. Got my tickets.
Damn. John, did you get your tickets for the new Halloween?
I never have to worry about tickets where I'm at, so
Okay.
I gotta convince the wife to go with me first.
That's an interesting point. So, okay, to Sean's credit, my wife watches every single House of the Dragon with me, and she's just as captivated as I am. She can't sit through no more than like 5 minutes of Lord of the Rings without falling asleep. Or Rings of Power.
Well, dude, the Game of Thrones, I love Daemon. He's awesome.
Oh,
he's like my favorite character. Like, dude, what he did last episode, I freaking loved it.
Like you can keep the tongue. Actually,
I liked him a lot in the Morbius movie. Man, he's a good villain. He's a really good actor.
He was in one of the seasons of The Crown on Netflix. He's an awesome actor.
Never seen that show.
It's a good show. That's a real good show. If you like that actor, I forget what his name is.
Yeah, I forget too. But although I gotta admit, I do prefer the blonde main chick as a little girl than the adult version. I just liked her a little bit more. I liked her personality and her general look more.
She was a little bit feistier, and then I realized that, after she had a bunch of kids, she kind of feels a little dead inside, and I'm sure John and I agree a little bit. You just lose a little vitality. I think the transition was real nice. I think they did a pretty good job transitioning all the from young to old, and even medium to old.
I think the Queen was a perfect cast. Like she's really good.
Yeah, she's crushing it. John, this is looking pretty good. How everything's locking in pretty good so far?
Yep, easy so far. Now it's the bat time. You put the bats in, and those sometimes aren't always the easiest.
So most people were saying that the bats on this are way easier than the Hush Batman.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, they're color coordinated, so that should make it pretty easy.
Hey, John, there you go. We'll keep talking in the background. We'll give.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that you put that Venom Spidey Dio next to the Venom. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
John, you need to move your Blue Box Hyper Caesar up high, and frankly, just Blue Box together.
Yeah, this is not the final resting place. I'm moving everything. I finally got stuff set. Now I just have to play with where I want stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Caesar has to be up high if you want to see.
I know.
Dude, your room's
I got to move them up because then anytime my 2-year-old daughter comes in, she pets him. She wants to pet the monkey.
He really is an amazing bust, though. It's one of the best faces.
Yeah, I can't believe you sold yours, didn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't display it up high. I don't have tall ceilings, and I didn't like seeing it down low because I couldn't see the eyes and the face good, and that's the best part about it. And I'm like, if I can't display it properly, then I'll just sell it. I have to be able to display something good.
Yeah,
dude, I think that this young Galadriel is pretty attractive. I think they picked a pretty good actress.
Very attractive.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
she's pretty badass. So
yeah, I loved when she fought that freaking cave troll. Oh, that was sick.
Yep. There's a lot. Well, okay, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I can watch the movies like anytime. Just put them on. It's kind of like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Dragon Ball Z. I could just turn it on, and it could be background, or it could keep me focused. Any of those. Let's see.
My background show was like Family Guy. It's Always Sunny in
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, those are good background shows.
Like watching a show while you eat real quickly or whatever, doing busy work.
You don't have to think about it. Let's see. Frank says garage units are the way to go. Endless height and width. Yep, I agree.
Plus, they're the cheaper, dude. You do Maji cases. They're expensive. They take a year. And frankly, I don't trust Maji cases.
I had, coming from the guy who owned like 25 DF60 Maji cases.
Oh, gosh.
Dude, it took forever to put them together. It took forever to take them down. And you can't even really resell them because they're so heavy. Shipping would be a nightmare.
What do you do with them?
Dude, dumped them.
See, I had and I was actually able to sell them for like $250 each.
I could have.
Someone drove from Arizona to my house to buy it off me. I was like, whoa, all right.
Well, see, here's the problem is I don't know if this is a Maji case thing in general, and I'm not hating on Maji cases, but like when they arrived, the acrylic was like not the best kind of stuff. Things are just, they shifted around in shipping. They need a better shipping box, first of all. And then when you take the peeling off the acrylic, that thing gathers so much freaking dust and so many fingerprints. And I know there's stuff to clean it with. I bought it, but I'm just like, forget it. Garage shelves are the way to go.
And just dust your statues. I like looking at the statue directly, not through some acrylic thing.
And the other thing too is if you have a room that is not just a periphery of shelving, like when I walk into my room, I have my couch, I have shelving behind my couch, I have shelving behind that, and you can walk around my room. And when you open it up with the garage shelves, you get visual opening as well. So I can see from one room, from one side to the other, and nothing's obstructed. So anyway, Aiden says, I'm watching The Last Kingdom. Okay, tell me, Sean, that you've seen The Last Kingdom.
That's a TV show, right?
Oh, it's Netflix. Utreda Bebenberg.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, Oh,
I did watch Vikings, and I liked that, although they kind of ruined Ragnar Lothbrok. The first few seasons were far better.
so you need to watch The Last Kingdom. It's just one of those shows where every season gets better and better and better. And by the end, you're just like, holy crap, I want more. And it ends, I think, it ends nicely. Uhtred is an absolute badass. And his name is Uhtred, son of Uhtred. So, can't go wrong there. It's on Netflix. It's all 5 seasons or whatever it is. Dude, Aiden, I love Last Kingdom. Let's see. Frank asked John, does John have a home theater? I see a recliner seat on the right.
I do.
Do you have your projector?
Yeah, I got a projector and then a 120-inch screen.
Yep. Yeah, that's nice. Do you spend a lot of time in that room besides on podcasts?
I used to, but my room got so cluttered that I kind of stopped, and I didn't want my kids coming in here because I was scared they'd break something. Because you just have stuff laying around everywhere. But now that I got it cleaned up, I'll actually be able to use it again. I need to upgrade my projector because I've probably had it about 6 or 7 years now.
Okay. You probably got a much better one.
These bats on mine don't go in very easy.
Oh, shit.
Are
they pegged in? Are they magnetic?
No, they're just pegged in. Kind of have to just kind of slowly wiggle them in.
Okay.
Me too.
Did that look like?
Don't force it. You don't want to break it. Use heat.
No. Yeah, I just kind of wedged it in.
Yeah, a heat gun makes such a big difference when setting up statues. I've in the past tried to force something and I broke it, and then you use heat for like even 20 seconds, and it instantly went in. Or you can bend things. No, heat makes a big deal.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Aiden says, why pay for module cases when you can buy muscle racks and modify per 10? I mean, I agree. For people who have seen my Thanos and everything, they're just modified muscle racks. I just put them under a freaking blade and you just cut them and you modify them and do whatever you want to do, and you can have instant whatever height you want.
Okay. Yeah, garage shelves is the way to go. I'm happy I made that transition. Because I started out like he had Depulse, Stuvas, Vestas, packs. Oh, such a nightmare transitioning, but I was well worth it.
Yep.
I was telling Sean, because we were talking about how hard it is to get rid of some of that stuff. And my wife ended up posting them on Facebook, my detox, and she posted them for like $150 or something, and I sold them for like $125. I couldn't believe it. She didn't realize I paid like $40 for them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
dude, can she post mine on Facebook too?
Holy. We live in a spot where there's no IKEA, so it's kind of hard to get.
I hate
careful here.
But
I need to grip it.
Frank, he's unboxing Prime One Studios Batman Detective Comic 1000. This is, I think, the Batman statue collector unboxed this one not too long ago.
Yeah, he said it was the best Batman, I believe.
Yeah, and he said, I know we have a couple other questions for John, but I'm sure that the question of the leg will come up. I know that the BSC said that it didn't bother him. He loved it. Dude, that's looking pretty good right now.
It is very big. I don't know how I'm going to display this up high, to tell you the truth. Unless you really lower that top shelf.
I mean, how tall is that? Like 37 inches?
So Aiden said it was 38. We'll have to measure it when we're done.
Almost Shockwave height.
Yeah, Shockwave.
Shockwave's
I love. I just rest my left arm on Shockwave's base here when I'm standing. So hopefully the paint's not rubbing, but it's a battle torn Shockwave anyway. Let's see. Yeah, Pamela Anderson's silicone bust removable shirt edition. That's what he's unboxing right now.
Infinity
here's a good.
PC is like that.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Do you guys have any direction with your setup, or do you buy what you love? Well, I'm gonna defer this over to Sean first. It's a wonderful question.
direction, I like pairing everything that, this main room of mine is all my horror, monsters, creatures, Alien and Predator, Terminator, like sci-fi type. I think they pair well together. I don't like if I put a Dragon Ball Z in here, it's going to look super out of place. If I put Marvel DC, it's like, what the heck is that doing? I don't like mixing that. I can't be like Mike doing a Goku next to a freaking Thanos. That would drive me freaking crazy. I have to have separators, and I have my superhero room, Transformers, Lord of the Rings, Godzilla vs. Kong, dinosaurs all near each other. I feel like that theme works good because they're all giant creatures. So, and then I always Photoshop everything prior to doing it. It helps a lot in, doing stuff. Make sure it's well spaced and you're able to see the statue good.
Yep. I think part of my issue, Sean, is that when you're trying to figure out what you want, you kind of get a bunch of stuff, and then what I've been doing recently is selling a bunch of stuff that no longer fits, and then I'm kind of in a transitional waiting period. So I have obviously my Thanos bust, but I'm waiting for the Captain bust to come in. I'm waiting for and Goku is obviously standing next to Thanos. Now I think conceptually that's really cool, because I'd love to see that fight. Obviously it'd be no contest, but
don't slaughter anyone.
Oh yeah, easily.
Any universe Goku win.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, there was a Goku and Vegeta versus like the Justice League and Marvel thing. It was a comic.
like bumping fists, right? They're gonna destroy them all.
Yeah, they're like, it's like, you're up first, Kakarot.
Get destroyed by Goku.
Oh yeah, everyone gets destroyed. But my point here is that I'm waiting for Mark 7. Mark 7 is probably going to end up there next to Thanos. So in the meantime, I'm kind of mixing things around.
Mark 7 will look fantastic there.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get the 85, that'll look even better.
Yeah, 85, his final resting place will be next to Thanos.
What you need to do is the 85 next to Thanos, Mark 7 next to Loki bust. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
That'll be so sick, bro. If you could do Loki next to Thanos and then have the other Iron Man on the other side, imagine that.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. And I can do it. I just need to rearrange a couple things, but that's not a big deal. So my direction, I'm not developing rules, but I like to pair things. I like to have things that things that I really like. But I also like pick things up for artistic value. I have nothing along the Vampirella line, but I have that Vampirella 1/3 on pre-order because it just looks beautiful. What could I put that Vampirella with?
Red Sonja. That's the best match.
What's another match?
I mean, Purgatory, Deja Thoris, Lady Death.
There we go.
They're all from the same comic, Dynamite Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just do a sexy girl line and just put all your sexy 1/3 women together.
You could do that too. I think that'd be fine. Let's see. BSC said this piece was banging. Yeah, he loved it. Oh, damn. Okay, hang on. There we go. Dude, you're done already?
Yep. Pretty simple.
Wow, that was a quick assembly.
Yeah, it was pretty much base, legs, and then the torso with the cape on it, and then you got 4 different heads to choose from. And then I've even seen, and I'm kind of playing with the idea of not, because I've seen people not use the smoke here because it does kind of add a little bit. I'm just curious to see how it looks here. Because that actually looks pretty good.
Dude, is that the peg on the front camera, right?
Right here, yep. It's just a corner slide in. So
it doesn't look that bad without the smoke.
It doesn't if you don't have to, because I'm trying to think, because my thoughts now, it's such a big piece. I may have to pair it next to, let's see if I can move this.
I do think the smoke gives
See
it like
over
a little
here,
bit.
I have
Pair
Hush,
it with Hush for
Hush
sure.
Superman. I do have, the Hush Batman coming, but I may put him lower on the bottom shelf, or possibly
Yes.
I may put him up by Bermejo Joker. That may look good.
Dude, how much clearance do you have up there?
Uh,
Now, the thing with the Hush Batman, unlike this one, is you can gain clearance by removing some of those damn bats from his shoulder. Whereas this, you're stuck, however tall that is.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. Let me move this real quick.
I think we're getting a lot of people are chiming in saying that they like the smoke. I kind of like it too, at least.
Yeah, if you can do it. I'm just trying to. If you see with the Hush, it's such a wide
Oh, it's a super wide base.
base. Yeah. So, because I'm probably going to move Balrog probably as a centerpiece right where I have Batman, because I'm probably going to pick up. I think you guys convinced me to get that Sauron.
Dude, you gotta get it.
Oh, you
And pairing
have
it
to.
up. I think it'd be cool to have the Balrog, and then on the end here. And that may be all I do for Lord of the Rings.
I think you need to get the Cinta Balrog as well.
And I'm honestly digging, even with it not being high, him looking down, since he's like on top of the building.
I think I would be better for that piece.
Yeah.
So he's on
John,
top
do you
of
have a ruler? Do you have a tape measure available?
Let me look. I did.
This looks just as good. Well, I think this looks good on video and photo. So I'm imagining in hand, this thing's going to look amazing.
Yeah.
What do you think about the quality of the paint and all that?
I think it looks good. I don't have any issues. I mean, where it's comic based,
That's true. I feel like comic based, you get some passes here. Because
and I love it when they give us these placeholders.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Which, what I love about the Bermejo Jokers, they give you one for each head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
Where this one you just have one, but then you still have two.
You got two extra head
sculpts laying around, but so.
Dude, that looks really. I was toying with the fact of getting rid of this one, but I think I need to keep this. Well, again, I'm trying to, just like you, trying to pare down and pick the best of the best. I think that this in the Hush. I mean, I don't think you need anything else.
Where I was just like, I only need one Batman, and I think you would be happy with this just as your standalone. But where I'm such a big Batman fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep both of them.
Let me ask you a question. Do you regret not getting blue Hush after getting this?
I think that's going to be to be determined until I unbox it. Because I think when I was thinking about it, I've always loved the black suit better. But then when I got Hush, which was kind of unexpected because it was kind of on a whim thing where somebody was selling it for a great deal, because you don't see that piece no less than typically like $3,000, that Hush Superman.
Yeah.
So when I got that and then I started looking at pictures, I don't know that the black would go as good as the blue one. And I actually could have got the blue one for a pretty dang good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Heck of a deal, actually. But I already had the black one on order, so
okay.
I don't know.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Any regrets on this piece, kind of out of the box? Anything that kind of made you sad?
I don't think so. I mean, it's all what everybody's saying about it. I mean, everybody. I don't know anybody other than people initially complaining about the leg.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? So seeing it in person, what do you think?
You just don't notice it in person, in my opinion. It's not that big a deal.
Got it.
It just has so much presence that's the last thing you're noticing.
How's the
So,
cape? Lots of texture and stuff like that.
yes, yes. The cape's the best part, honestly. That's why I wanted it, just that flowing cape.
Yep.
So
Now, you're gonna get the Hush Batman in hand, and you're gonna feel the weight of that upper torso and cape. How was the weight of the upper torso in this cape when you were putting it on?
it's heavy. I mean, I couldn't go like underneath. I had
Mhm.
to kind of grab up here.
Okay.
So make sure, because I think I watched one of the videos. They say to use have two people.
I know,
But
I saw that too. That's
no,
such a
no,
joke.
no problem. So just be careful that you're not whacking anything. But
What is that more like? Is that all stone? Is it more PVC on the cape?
it's more PVC, yeah. It's
Okay,
got
some
a little flex, yeah. Thank
Okay.
goodness. So
Eddie says that black was the right choice. Even the BSC didn't vibe with the blue. Aiden says blue Batcave shows more detail than black. Yeah. Well, John's gonna have it in hand. We
yeah,
can compare them.
yeah.
And then Theodore says Hush Batcave is a heavy boy. John, I'm excited for you to open the Hush one because that is a monstrous cape, and I think BSC said that this cape was like a lot lighter.
Yeah, it's not very heavy as you would think, as big as a top it is. So
And also, Aiden says, I absolutely love it. John, send it to me, please.
yeah, this one
And
ain't gonna be going anywhere for a long time, I can tell you that much. Now I
what's
just have
what
go ahead.
logo do you? I know you put the more traditional logo. Tell me about
I
the
like
newer one.
the traditional, but honestly, like, and I think a lot of people honestly like the newer version. Let's see here. It stands out, I think, definitely more.
Oh yeah, that looks sick.
And just
Can
how,
you?
because the outside, the gold matches with the belt, so it just blends really good.
Yeah,
So
they both look really good. Can you put one of the heads on that are looking in a different direction?
yeah, well, this one's gonna be looking a little right.
Okay. Dude, that changes
They're
the
all just
feel
so
of it.
yeah, totally different.
Dude, that's
It's showing a
nice.
little more teeth in that one. This one's more,
Kind of a scout, like a
yeah.
scowling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This one, I mean, they covered all the bases with this because this one's looking to the left. This one I'm putting on. So, I mean, you could virtually have this anywhere.
I really like that about this statue. God, they all they all have like a slightly different feel.
Mm-hmm. This
Damn.
one is just looking straight ahead.
That actually may be my least favorite one.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if you're on top of a building, you're going to be, in my opinion, probably looking down or off somewhere.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people had some complaints, about like the dollhouse and like kind of a small house effect and the forced perspective. Any complaints there?
No, I
I
think
thought
it's
it was
fine.
great.
I never understood why people were calling it a dollhouse. I mean,
I love forced
Just,
perspective things like they did with the Sideshow did that with their recent Psylocke. I thought it looked amazing.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, it can be
you
done
think
really
of
well.
you think of Gotham. That's what you think of. I mean, you got like crosses on the top up here
Mm-hmm.
that run all the way the chimney, the brick. So
Dang.
yeah.
Yeah, Frank, I agree that you couldn't have done this cape in mixed media. There's no way.
No. And honestly, because on the Hush one, I have a fabric cape, a custom fabric. Did you ever get yours, Mike?
Dude, I still have not gotten my custom cape, and I'm about to sell this dang Hush Superman. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't.
But
Mike, if you can ever get this one, I'm telling you, you have to get it. You will never need another Superman again.
Yeah,
Like I see other ones, and I just don't even question that I'll ever need, other than a Henry Cavill one.
Mike, were you looking for the blue Hush? Because I saw a guy selling one for 23 or 24 the other day, but I didn't know you were looking for it.
No, I'm not actively looking. I'm really happy with my black Hush. And I think if I got the cape in from 1/6 kit, I guess I just need to email them because I put that pre-order in, for the Jackson cape months ago now.
Yeah, you did a little after me, and I've had mine for months.
It depends what batch it is, though. The batches, some of them take a while to come.
Like more than 6 months sometimes?
No, you're probably fucked. You should contact them.
I'll contact 1/6 kit.
But Mike, I'm telling you though, the coloring and shades in that, it'll blow the black. In my opinion, the black one away.
Damn.
Always have to go classic.
I mean,
Superman.
Because I was almost, because I think I was talking to Shane about it initially when I was looking, because you can find that black one pretty easy.
Yeah, like
I'm so glad
I mean, the black is great. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not the blue and red.
No, it pops. And two, when you get that drape, because cape, because I think Shane had showed me his. Because the cape, where do I have the cape? The cape that comes with it, it's got a wire in it.
Yeah.
But it's way too big.
I just don't like it at all. It's so hard to.
I don't like it at all.
So.
I mean, I already hate it because it's mixed media, but on top of that, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have seen some guys who are amazing at posing it, so good for them. But
yeah, and honestly, I mean, sculpted cape is nice, and that's probably what I would have preferred. But when I saw Shane's with that cape just draping, like he's just up floating, just
it's perfect. That's what I picture that moment to be.
Yeah, it's better than the sculpted. I would not change to a sculpted if I had a
okay. Well, let me throw this out there.
That means something. I wouldn't either.
Let me throw this out there then. If I can find sculpted or regular, doesn't matter. Hush Superman, traditional colors for. I don't really want to spend. Okay, I've seen 4,000, 3,500. I don't want to spend that. I will spend 2-ish, but someone needs to buy my black one, and I'll sell my black one depending on where you live, 1,200 shipped, or maybe less. We could strike a deal.
Did you just say you'll sell your black one for 1,200 shipped?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a great deal.
Is it a great deal?
I think so. Shipping alone, those 2 big boxes is going to cost you in the States. Okay. I'm not sure, but probably $250.
Okay, shoot. 1,400 shipped. I take it back. 1,400 shipped.
Talk to us before you say stuff online live.
I always make mistakes, dude. It's like the first time I sold my Mythos boba, I put it up for like $600 or $625. It sold in like 5 seconds. Now I put it up for like $825, and people are like, I'll think about it. It's like, okay, it's a Mythos boba in like near damn perfect condition. If anyone's looking for a Mythos boba, it's boxed. It is ready to sell.
I've been tempted, Mike. But
no, it's too small for you.
I know.
Too small
I
for
still
you.
want to keep a couple Mythos. I'm going to sell my Maul, my Palpatine. I still want to keep Asajj Ventress. I have the Contemplation Vader. And I don't care what everybody says about the size run on the new Mythos Vader. I'm still going to keep one.
I'll probably get one too. Yeah. I'm not going to sell my Contemplation Vader. I love that one.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great piece.
Yeah. See, Aiden sold his for 900. Aiden, you're just as nice as I am.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny, look me up on the Collectors Enabled Facebook page. You'll find me because I'm one of the admin. And then you can just message me there, just like Mike Costa. I'll accept your message, but my phone might be on sleep. Let's see. I think, let's see, Sevcan posted his red and blue Hush Superman sculpted for 2,500. That's a fantastic deal.
Yeah, I think that's the one I might have seen. I saw it like last week.
That's a
That-
very good deal.
I think 2,000 to 2,500 is a good deal for it right now.
Now, okay, hold on. Did you guys say if I can get the sculpted, get the sculpted? If not, go fabric? Or did you say go fabric on this one?
Well, the beauty is, Mike, if you go, you might have to double check with Jackson, but if you go sculpted, he'll sell you a fabric one, the exact same that fits in the shoulder, so that way then you have both.
Is this guy a legit guy?
Well, Jackson, the guy selling Superman, I don't know. I'm talking Jackson, the guy who makes the custom capes.
Oh yeah, no, Jackson. Yeah, Jackson's legit, except for me not getting my black cape. And I didn't order directly from him. I should have. I ordered it through 1/6 Kit because I just
Yeah,
figured.
you definitely should have.
Aiden, message me, man.
Yeah, so I kind of measured. So I have on my top shelf for the garage shelves, I have them 3 notches down. I would have to literally move that top shelf about 12 inches down. Probably a little more just to be safe to make this fit. So
Amazing.
you're definitely just going to want to do it like this garage shelf without anything above it. So
I'm sure you answered this, John. What do you think? What do you give this out of 10? Comparing it to Hush Superman, let's say being a 10, what do you give this?
I would put it, honestly, this is my number one. This is what originally I was saying that was going to be my defining Batman until I started seeing the Hush in hand. And then I saw they were doing the variant with the black suit. So I was like, what the heck? I'll just get both of them because Batman's probably my number one IP, my favorite one. Okay. So, I mean, I think it's, I can't say until I get the Hush in hand, but personally, I'm pretty sure I'll like this better. Just from the presence, the cape, it just, something about it just, something about Prime 1, how they do everything just tells a story.
It does tell a story, for sure. I agree.
I mean, when you just can't beat that cape, though.
I got 2 questions for you on this piece, John.
Okay.
One, does the knee bother you in person? His left knee.
Let me look straight on. It could be better. I mean, if they could have leveled it out a little bit more about right here, but it will never bother me. I'm not that finicky about that type of stuff.
That's fair.
I mean, it definitely looks like his ankle is probably not feeling good, just the way it's.
Yeah, like Prime 1 is so great, and I have no idea how someone didn't look at this and go, "What the fuck? Let's just fix his leg a little bit." I realize it's true to the comic pretty much, but it's different when it's a drawing than a statue.
But when I look at it, you're not really looking from the bottom down. You're looking up. Just the presence of the cape, you don't notice it as much. So
my other question is, if you go in the back and you look at the back of the cape, does it not look a little odd from the back? Because it looks like it's a 2-layered cape because it's not all going up together. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what that. It's almost like it's like I said, a 2-tier cape on top of each other, overlapping each other.
It's definitely a massive
one's going
cape.
up and one's going to the side. I don't get it.
It's definitely got a weird flow because it's like from right here on, it's just like it's folded within itself.
Right.
So,
it doesn't look like they made that cape one big piece. It looks like they made it 2 pieces is what it's supposed to be. It's odd. But that's in the back. You'll never see it.
You'll never see that. Yeah, because the front side, you would never really notice that. But
right. I just thought it was odd for them to do that. I don't get what they were going for. Then I asked in the comic, does he have a 2-tier cape? Is it a 2-piece? And someone told me no. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe they had to reinforce it somehow on this right side, because it sticks up so much. I bet you that's probably why they had to do that, in my opinion, just because I could see where they would have problems if it, like this piece wasn't here, that is like a whole separate piece. It's like they almost molded it to kind of reinforce it just a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it was done afterwards.
Yeah. So
it's just a little odd, but it's a great looking piece. Congrats.
Yeah. So if anybody is on the fence about this piece, I would say get it, because I think this piece is not going to last very long. Because I think once you saw the reviews start to come, a lot of people were buying it. So what one do you have, Shane? Do you have one?
What's that? Batman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have one Batman. I'm considering selling it. It's the Prime 1 New 52, Prime 1 exclusive. I love that Batman. It's so dynamic. It's awesome.
Yeah,
but I'm probably putting them for sale soon.
Okay.
So if anyone's looking for one in excellent condition, let me know.
Do you have one in mind to replace
them?
or are you going to replace him, or what do you?
Well, I just kind of have to make room because he's going. I'm gonna pull a Flankster now, and you'll just see my finger pointing at stuff. He's going on this shelf right here, and Ghost Rider is my replacement Ghost Rider if it ever gets here. Is going right here, and then I got to fit a few heroes beside him, and Batman just takes up too much real estate.
Okay.
And I like Batman, but I don't love Batman.
Yeah.
So,
I grew up on animated series, and I still haven't watched the 89 Batman all the way through. But like Batman Returns is what I grew up on. Like I don't know.
Wow.
There's something about the first one I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a fan of Nicholson for some reason. But like the Michelle Pfeiffer, like the Catwoman, I know Sean, I think you said in one of your videos you're not a big fan of her, but that's what I grew up watching all the time. Is
I only saw that movie recently, probably a year ago,
and that's where, yeah.
I mean, the movie didn't age well. Let's just say that. I was mildly entertained, and Michelle Pfeiffer's pretty hot, but not like Anne Hathaway hot.
No.
And I didn't care just too much for the movie. I'd rate that a 6 out of 10 movie for me.
It's just nostalgic for me, I think.
Yeah, for me, nostalgia is more like Back to the Future, Indiana Jones.
Man, that's one thing too. Why don't we ever get a freaking Indiana Jones? That thing would sell like crazy.
Indiana Jones statue too.
Like a Temple of Doom or something,
I'm selling Temple of Doom. That was my favorite one.
Yeah. But anyway.
I'm sure.
How old are you? I missed your guys' age. How old are you?
35.
35?
And
you, John?
I'm 32, going to be 33 in like a month.
Fuck, I would have guessed 26. It's crazy. You look great for your age.
Oh, damn.
That's why I grow the beard to make me look a little older.
But how old are you, John?
Me?
Yeah.
32.
Oh, you are 32?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I would have guessed about 33, 34, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
And Mike, you're what, 35?
36.
36. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are all millennials.
Like early millennial. Well, late. Would it be late?
Millennials and millennial. And I'll be honest, it explains a lot right now. It explains a lot.
Oh, come on.
I'm just fucking with you.
Come on, dude.
No judgment. I'm just fucking with you.
I barely fall in the millennial cat. Like barely. I like a year or two.
My trainee at work that I'm training, Sam, he's a millennial, and I fuck with him all the time. He looks like a hipster. He's got the beard, and I'm like, I bet those glasses don't even have real lenses description.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
I'm gonna pull up some stuff we can go through if you guys are.
Yeah, pull up some stuff. I'm there may be another live order right now.
I could tell you got quiet. That's always.
Yeah, whenever Mike's quiet, the fucking pocketbook is going.
I don't have much time before I need to go, so maybe I should talk a little bit about the Vegas this Saturday.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that before you go, for sure.
Yeah, so I posted this on my YouTube and whatnot, but I'm going down to Las Vegas. I live in Utah, so I'm driving down there, going to the Queen event. Their CEO personally invited me. They want to meet me. So I'm going to be going live with Mike at the event. Got this event right here, the X InArt 1. So,
Sean, I got a question. You said live with Mike. Live with a microphone or live with Mike, Dr. Mike Costa?
Dr. Mike Costa. In essence, I'm going to be there live. Mike's going to be in the StreamYard answering questions and talking to me.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't think he was going. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be streaming for probably a good half an hour. They only give you an hour to actually like film stuff. So I'll do a half hour live. The other half, I'm going to film individual videos that I'll post to my channel the following days. The second hour is where they're going to like go over the future of Queen. Third hour is Q&A. So I'm going to ask Queen about like their silicones and, you know, why the difference between some of them and stuff like that. But it'll be real good to see like Loki, Doctor Strange, you know, Captain America in person to really see, you know, how good they are.
Yeah.
I hope you have a good time. I was going to go, but I just couldn't do it with work. Couldn't swing the time off.
Oh, yeah.
So do we know, because I saw this where it was kind of some newer stuff. Is this pretty much it of new stuff that they're going to be unveiling, or
they just didn't post it? They're taking like Superman 1/3 and a few other 1/3 scale statues. So there will be some new reveals.
Okay. I'm curious what this Arthur Fleck 1/3 is. Because I have the one in where he's sitting with the mirror behind him.
I have to wait and see. So,
is there a 1/3 of him dancing on the stairs?
That's Prime 1.
There's Prime 1 and Iron Studios sort of did that.
I'm going to predict it's him dancing on the stairs, but their version of it.
I wonder if they'll do silicone at all.
I think they need to stop making statues from that movie. I think that movie's over.
I do too. I love it personally, but they've hit it hard.
I mean, it's the type of movie you only really watch once or maybe twice in your lifetime, though. It's not like I could, you know, keep watching it.
I agree completely, Sean. To me, it's like a Schindler's List. You know, you watch it, one and done, and that's it. I don't want to watch it again.
I don't care to collect from it, where other movies, you know, I could watch them 20 times and love it every time.
Exactly. Like I watch Infinity War. I've seen it probably 20 times. I can watch that movie every weekend.
Yeah, it's so freaking good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
I love Thor the most in it, dude. When he enters, bring me Thanos. Oh my goodness, gives me chills every time.
Goosebumps.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so we'll be.
Guys attend the live event. It's going to be epic, and I have a huge thing on my channel. You know, the following days, you guys will see. I keeping a little down low right now, but it's going to be pretty big on my channel for the next 2 weeks for sure.
And there's going to be a lot of cool collectors there, so you're lucky. It's going to be a good group of guys.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wish I was going.
Oh, and Chasen, he'll be there too.
I'll see Chasen.
Oh, Chasen.
Jason, who thinks no one's likeness has ever passed 65%.
You pretty much.
My likeness is in person. See what he says.
Yeah.
John, I got a question before you go. I've been seeing this fucking Flankster #1 fan, whatever. Is that an alt account? That's an alt account.
I don't know who that is.
Come on.
It's not me.
Well, it's not me. I mean, I like you, but I wouldn't name myself Flankster fan 1. I don't like it that much.
That is. There's a few weird people that always comment on my channel.
No, man, he subscribed to our YouTube, so thank you, Flankster fan. And
he seems like a pretty chill guy. I just assumed it was you. Just, pump your own tires.
I wouldn't be sucking my dick that much, no.
Watch next week. I'm going to have Shane the Dark Lord fan number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Somebody get on that. I'd
Yeah,
like to see that.
Did you
Me
guys?
too.
So Sean, we're going to be streaming. So you're going to be streaming live. I'm going to be kind of in the background, running the chat and answering questions and relaying stuff to you. Anything else that we want to talk about here before we let you go?
I mean, just check out my sales video. I've already sold a bunch of stuff, so yeah, it's gonna be good.
And what day is that? Is that Saturday? You guys are doing that?
Yeah, Saturday. I'm driving to Vegas literally that day, and then driving home immediately. I'm not even gonna stay there.
All right, I'll tune in for that on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6
sweet.
p.m. Mountain Time.
What time?
6 p.m.
Mountain time.
Mountain Standard Time. Okay.
6, 7.
Hey, that's my
8.
time zone.
Is that 8 Eastern?
Yep, 2 hours behind.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll be good. I forgot to ask you what time it was before I committed.
So what'd you buy, Mike?
Um,
You got that look.
hold on a second here. Let me do this one quick second.
Fuck, Sean's like he is after the show. He's just out. He's gone. He's
Gone. I didn't
no
say goodbye.
goodbyes, no fucking nothing. It's just
Nothing.
gone. He's a ghost. Ninja vanish.
Yeah. Here we go. We'll
I kind of respect it, to be honest.
keep this live stream running for just a few more seconds. Did you guys pull up that picture, the sneak peek picture of the 1/3 soups?
Let me find that. Yeah, that was one thing. I was so busy before the show trying to get.
Oh, it's Johnny sent it to me. Hold on, let me see if I could.
By the way, John, Iron Man is here. I have to go pick him up at the post office tomorrow. It was signature required, so and I was working all day, so I'll get him tomorrow. Do you want me to bring him here, open him up, and inspect it all, or do you want me to just ship it to you?
Yeah,
go,
let's do that.
I think it's the smart thing to do, even though XM is almost bomb proof, but I'll do that. Because if there's any issues, I could take care of it on this end.
Dude, XM is they are super bomb proof.
As long as you don't ghost me and keep it.
Oh, that's not an option?
No. All right, one last question for you guys before I commit to this.
Okay.
Is
that Cavill, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, I see the big bum chin, so I assume it's Cavill.
Kind of wish it was the red suit, but I don't know.
Make Mike feel even worse for buying 2 black suit Supermans now. And he still has no red. Red and blue.
Hang on, you jerks.
He's one of those secondary Superman collectors. The kind we look down on.
Just a variant collector.
Go blue or go home. That's what we say, Mike.
Hold on, you jerks.
Although the Infinity bust where he's like kind of looks like he's gonna laser somebody in half. That looks tempting.
That's pretty cool.
I think it'll look good. But you got to be a big Superman fan.
I love Superman. He's top 3, 5 for sure, but top 3 favorite super. What are you guys' 3 favorite superheroes in no particular order? And we're going heroes, not villains. Anti-heroes is equally acceptable. John, I know Batman, and that's 1.
Yeah, number 1.
Mike's too busy spending his wife's money.
Okay, guess what? All right,
what'd you buy?
I am the proud new owner. Is Aiden still here? Damn you, Aiden. Proud new owner of Sculpted Cape Hush Superman.
All right.
And should be shipping tomorrow or the day after, thanks to our buddy Steve Kahn.
Congrats, man.
Post that awesome. Aiden put up. Dude, he gave me like this custom kryptonite stuff. I'll have to show you guys some pictures, like 3 light up.
I have it also.
It's so good, man.
I'm telling you, yeah. It's just like Catwoman, Mike. When you get it in hand, you're going to be like, no brainer. You got to have it.
There's only one critique I have. The portrait is too dark. It does not match the hands. The hands are nice and light. The portrait, he looks Latino, and the hands, he looks Caucasian. That's true.
Are you serious?
I think that's a near perfect piece, but that is a flaw with the piece, and I don't give a shit what anyone says who owns it. That's a flaw with the piece. It's his skin tone is completely different from the portrait, and it's way too dark.
So should I regret this purchase?
Yeah, return it.
Okay, well,
Aiden.
dude, it's too late now.
Super hombre.
So you are kidding, right?
What?
For what?
What you just said.
No, I'm not kidding at all. His portrait's too fucking dark.
It's
Here,
fine.
I'm going to show you this.
It's fine.
You now need to see this.
I just think you're too critical, Shane.
Oh, damn. No more live orders. Damn.
I was going to grab his hands till I remembered his body's all one piece. Here I am.
His body's one piece.
And
Yep.
all right, this is the portrait. It's dark.
Hold on a sec.
Okay.
No, he doesn't look Puerto Rican or Jamaican, but he doesn't look Caucasian. He looks
hold on.
slightly Latino.
Okay, hold on. Put all the screens back up for a second, John. Because I have my Hush portrait in my hand. Or the black one. It looks about the same.
Yeah.
All right, well then yours is Latino too. I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm okay with this. I think the skin texture.
But if
looks
you
good.
compare this to his hands, which I'm not carrying the fucking statue over here, his hands are at least 2 to 3 times lighter than this.
You can see it a
They are
little bit,
not
but
the
you'll
same
never.
color at all. It is not the same pigmentation color. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Not even fucking close.
What portrait do you have on, Shane? Is that the one just looking forward?
Yeah.
The
And
one
it's the same
looking.
with all the portraits. And I've seen other Superman Hushes in person. They're all the same.
I'm surprised you didn't
that
go
I've
with the one looking down. That one is menacing to me.
I don't know why I didn't go with that one. There is because the one looking down, he's looking to the side, isn't he?
Let me look.
Okay, well, I'm going to take this opportunity to let everybody know if you are looking for a black Superman Hush, it is for sale officially.
900 shipped.
No.
900 Canadian shipped worldwide.
I'm not doing the Aiden 900 shipped, but I
Dr.
maybe
Mike's got lots of money.
if you want to send me labels, I could do 925, and you send me labels. I'll get the boxes out of storage tomorrow. If you want it shipped, I'm thinking probably 11-ish, depending on where you're at.
That's a great price.
Yeah, I'll do 11 or 12, depending on where you're at. No, Frank, this is my black one, Black Hush. Yeah, black Hush. I really like the Black Hush, but now a big window of opportunity has opened up. Yeah, it looks exactly the same as.
It's looking forward, Shane.
Everybody throw up your Hush portraits.
Dude, you guys need to get some better lighting and cameras. Damn it.
Send us some. Mike.
Fuck, I don't make dentist money, Mike. Jesus.
I don't.
I
do
save
this
lives, you save teeth. I mean, it's not even fair that you make that kind of money.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Damn, I'm psyched. That's a great price. For
That's fantastic. Like I said, I had no idea you were looking, so I didn't bother telling you.
Well,
In fact, you actually told me you weren't looking for blue anymore.
No, I wasn't. But okay. What changed my mind was what John just pulled up. Pull that up, John.
What's that?
That
Right,
key
Aiden.
by Queen.
Okay.
So the 1/3 black Cavill, that would be beautiful. So I think a Hush traditional and this black Cavill would be absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll see.
okay. Look. Aiden said 900 plus ship. I'm cool with that. I think that's fine. Add 4% or friends and family. Everyone knows me. So, well, almost
That's
everybody.
that's a great price.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd honor that Aiden price. Aiden, spread the word for me too, if you want. I'll put up, I put it on eBay and then I'll make a post. I'll do it tomorrow and it'll sell. I'm not worried
Oh,
about it.
that's going to sell quick. A
Yeah.
1/3 scale Superman for $900
It's cheaper than retail. Yeah.
Canadian. Like, that's a great price.
Get out of here. 900 yen.
What is that, like $258 American?
Something like that. Something crazy. I'm excited to see this. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, that looks
Superman.
pretty good, man. I'll give you that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a movie guy, but I could appreciate a good piece.
Here's what I like. I have obviously the Queen Studio, or not Queen Studios, the Infinity Cavill bust. I love that thing. I would love a badass Cavill 1/3 Superman, like full body everything, and get rid of this hush. Someone will buy it, and I think this will definitely enter my collection because especially with him coming back. Is he 100% confirmed he's coming back for Black Adam and his own movie?
I've read some shit that it's 100%, and I've read other shit it's 100% he isn't. So I don't know anymore.
Okay.
You can't believe what you read or see on the internet now, anyways, or the
That's
news.
true. Johnny, dang Mike, that's an awesome price, man. It sucks to be a college student, dude. Just put it on a credit card. Don't even worry about it. You'll be fine.
You're building a good fucking credit score on top of that.
That's true. Yeah, you'll build a good credit score. You'll 100% confirm he's fighting Black Adam in post credit. Okay,
Nice.
that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Hashtag spoiler. Thanks, Johnny.
Dude, it's all over. You can't even You can't even like.
I have not even
Facebook.
seen a preview for the movie yet, and I got tickets to see it on Friday.
You haven't seen scrolling through.
I do not
Cavill's
watch
back.
trailers for movies I know I'm going to see. I want to go in. I went in to what was it, Spider-Man, as fresh as possible. Didn't even see a trailer. Do you know how hard that was to avoid?
Dude, it's not even about watching trailers. I'm just talking about I open Facebook.
I know.
Cavill's back. He's fighting Black Adam.
I block a lot of people. I know.
Dave said, "Isn't J&D doing a Superman?" J&D should be release or showing off their. I think it's a blue suited Cavill. Justice
That's what
League.
I went for. Yeah.
Yeah, I that's a 100% because you know what J&D is gonna do. They have the damn Justice League promo picture. You have Wonder Woman in her almost exact pose. You're going to have Cavill in that museum pose standing next to her. You're going to have the damn Batman. It's going to be that you're going to be able to build that picture. And if you guys know what picture I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
No.
Can you look it up, John? It's like the Justice League promo picture with you'll know what it is. He'll find it.
To be fair, I wasn't listening either because Johnny was busting my balls here. So,
damn it, fucking Aiden. Aiden, why don't you buy my Black Hush and then you can sell it?
Somebody's going to buy that, man. If I didn't own the blue and red one, I'd buy that one.
Well, that's what I did.
That's
I did.
amazing.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, dude, I love the black. I love the head sculpts. I think it's cool. The only problem is like on the beard, and I don't know if it's normal, but like when I opened it, there was like a little rubbing like down here. Like it is almost like kind of some whitish spots. I'm not sure if that's normal or not.
Maybe it's just salt and peppered.
Could be. Oh yeah, you don't have the black.
Like this
anyway.
one?
No, the one. Shoot. No, let me see. The one where they're like standing in line. Yeah, but from the front view. What's that? There it is, John. To the bottom right of your screen. Keep going to the bottom right. No. That one.
This one?
That one. That's going to be the pose of the Superman. I like 100% guarantee it. I guarantee J&D releases every single one just like this so you can put them staggered together in your collection. I will bet money. I will bet good money on it.
Why would anyone want an Ezra Miller Flash?
Well, I'm not. That was not my point.
No judgment on anyone who has him, but
nobody will buy him.
Fucking wackadoo. I guess you guys are buying Amber Turd statues, so who the fuck am I to judge?
Eddie, this is for you. Here's your fresh face Superman. There he is. nice and you got the nice Shane long hair, but nice freshly shaved face. There you go. I don't know why I always kept these head sculpts on my desk. I think they're beautiful. These Hush ones, but now I better stop touching on my greasy hands because someone needs to buy this. Although
Yeah, that'll sell quick, man. That's a steal.
Yeah, I'll post it. I'll post it tomorrow. I'm not in a rush to recuperate that money, but I like to get things out. It's more about space. Dude, this looks good. I wish you can treat this more like a statue. Like it would magnetize or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree with Johnny. I think the Flash suit, I don't care if anyone likes Ezra Miller or not. I love the Flash suit in the Justice League. I think it's very cool.
All right. Can you put this on me for a sec?
Oh my God, here we go.
You fuckers made me pick this guy up like a baby. Anyone who can see, I don't know if it shows, but that is not the same pigmentation.
Damn it, Aiden.
It is much darker. I'd say at least 2 shades. You probably can't see, but it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it does not
bother
match
me though.
It won't bother you.
This fucking guy's heavy. He's got some.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think this 1/4 line is pretty good. I like the bases they're doing.
Now, John, I don't know. This may surprise you. I'm still gonna get the what's that one that should be shipping pretty soon? The one where he's
the gantry.
Oh yeah, I have that quarter scale on order with you. I'm gonna keep that order.
Yeah. I'll get that one too. So
I mean, it's pretty.
Hot Toys does Iron Man justice, in my opinion. I don't know that.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, unless you're looking for like a crazy pose statue, but
yeah, I mean, I like this one too. I think it's great.
I'm curious to see how deep they go down the 1/4 line. Are they going to do a Mark 46?
I don't. I mean, they can. People will buy them. This is gonna sell.
Yeah.
Especially, I feel like 1/6 is super popular. NECA, 6, vintage collection, Black Series. That's all super popular too. But I feel like the deeper people are getting into collecting, and just as it's becoming more popular, I think larger things are becoming more popular.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you're going to see this shift in Hot Toys to doing more quarter scales because they can make more money. I'm sure it doesn't cost them that much more money, and people like the presents.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that Puerto Rican Superman I just bought. Damn it. Son of a...
Aiden.
God, yeah. I'll be back in a second.
I was going to ask Mike if these are enticing him at all to pick any of these Star Wars pieces up.
Aiden, how dare you? You called me a low-key racist. Just because I said his hands and portrait are not the same color.
What do you got coming in next, Shane?
My custom Storm Shadow is shipping. It should be here next week. It's on route. I got it by air, so that's good. I got another piece stuck in customs right now, and I have my Nightcrawler from Sideshow is going to ship next week, or no, this Friday, I think they said.
Did you?
So that's good.
Did you get the exclusive that has the swords? Or
I did. I'm not going to use that shit, but
I'm gonna say
for $20 more, I always get the exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to order from Sideshow, I'm getting the exclusive.
Yeah.
And I use points to get it. So
okay.
Yeah. I really like that. I don't know if you guys talked about the PCS turtle line. The Donatello
Yeah.
looks really good.
yeah.
I'm
That's
glad they
coming.
got rid of those goggles. I was
That's-
not feeling those goggles at all.
That's coming right up.
Do you
Mike,
want to?
do you have any thoughts on this? We'll run through these real quick.
Dude, I
Hot toys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Hot Toys. Yeah,
Oh.
dude, I love them. I think the details are fantastic. People have been waiting for that R5 forever. I love the pit droid. I love little BD. I think what's gonna happen is, well, I hope what's gonna happen is, I guess as my kids get a little bit older, maybe they'll develop an interest, and I'll kind of pick these up. Right? I sometimes think I may just pick up Hot Toys, especially when they're like bargain barrel prices, and just put them away for a while.
Well, and I think you're seeing the game change a little bit to where they're not producing like they used to.
Yes,
They're finally wising up, because you've seen about every week pre-orders about waitlisted. So
yeah.
it's a good sign as far as for the collector, keeping it a collectible. So real quick, the neon gantry looks cool, but I think I'm tired of the stupid neon suits.
Is this Hot Toys?
Mm-hmm.
$640 for a Hot Toy?
But gantry, so
It's like deluxe. It's pretty. That's a pretty big piece. It's a big footprint.
Is it?
yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, we talking like 15 inches wide and about 12, 13 inches tall?
Well, the Iron Man himself is about 12 inches. The gantry is probably a couple inches from the bottom, and then it's just probably about 15 to 16 inches wide, I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Interesting.
this one just came out today. The Star Race Rocky statue, quarter scale.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think that this looks good. I think the PCS one. I think it's gonna be.
PCS
be better.
is 1/3, is not?
Yeah, it's 1/3.
Yeah. Because I know you talked about this one, John, but it wouldn't fit in because you got the PCS.
And Jason was saying, I hadn't heard it, that they're doing Rocky 3 and 4. So I know that you can buy the 1/3 Rocky. It's in stock now, but I think the sculpt is soft on it. So I know the Ivan
it's
Drago,
not as good as it should be.
The Ivan Drago, I heard, is releasing anytime. So I'm curious to see how that turns out. That'll kind of make me decide if I'm going to do the line or not.
I heard they're making a 1/3 Spider Rico.
Oh, really?
No.
Get out of here, dude.
Never know.
Get out of here.
Size 2, and it still won't sell out.
Hey, John, can I show something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, I want to. So our good buddy Frank, Predminator, sent me a couple pictures of his collection. I told him I was going to do it next week, but this is actually a pretty sick collection. I don't know too much about this, but what I do know is that this is freaking beautiful. A lot of really nice pieces here, super clean.
I like that display, very clean. I love that.
Yeah, look, I mean, I haven't even opened this Godzilla. He says he loves it. Or sorry, yeah, King Kong. He loves it.
You have it?
Of course,
I have it. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah, I need to. I mean, this is really clean collection.
Yeah. I love how they're sunken in. That looks really sharp.
I love the T-Rex eating the popcorn there. Very nice touch. And the Bane, love it. These are cool. These are badass.
Yeah.
Are those life size or those legendary? What are those?
I think they're life size.
Are they?
Because
you don't get any perspective, right, for scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the.
Because I have just the head. The one they did, so I don't have like the upper shoulders and stuff on mine.
This is a sweet collection, dude. Frank, thanks for sharing. I love this. Is a sick bust.
Yeah, that looks fucking vicious.
Who made this bust?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Okay, Frank said it's a Sideshow life-size T800 and
Yeah.
T600 bus. Yep, life-size. Yeah, man, I love when people share their stuff.
Tell us, Frank, what is this piece?
Yeah, let us know what this piece is, and then
And then Michael buy one.
then I'm gonna go to sleep. I guess we'll see if there's anything else we want to talk about. Let's see. Johnny said Sideshow made that Predator bus back in the day. This is Sideshow?
That's it right there. It is the Berserker, but it's missing.
Missing
his
dreads.
dreads. That's why I didn't
Forgot
recognize it.
Damn, that's
Very
cool.
cool looking.
Dude.
I always liked that statue. Or that
Dude,
bus.
thank you for sharing, Frank. That's really badass. Yeah.
I think Flankster has that piece, or he used to have that piece, or something. I thought
It
I
wouldn't
remember
surprise
that
me.
in his collection a while ago.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
I could be wrong, but I think so.
Here's the Queen final product.
Dude, these like firsthand people, they should be required to own a nice camera. I'm sick of this. Oh, it looks off. It looks terrible. Well, this guy's lighting is flat. His white balance is way off, and it's just. I'm sure this looks way better than this guy's Nokia camera phone pictures.
Nokia.
Great collection, by the way, Frank. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for sharing that. More people should send in their collections and share.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like. All right. I'm just gonna say screw it. Like next week or whatever, I'm just gonna do a room tour or at least photos, and because I think it's nice to kind of see how your room evolves. So that's coming up soon. We're gonna have some room tours.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding this time.
I got something to throw out there, and it's your guys' show, so feel free to say no. But what do you think if once every show you just do one collector's pictures they send in of their collection? Just take it 2 minutes to do a little segue or segment, and do that.
Dude, I'd be
collector of the week type thing.
Dude, I'd be happy to do that. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and send pictures, you could just PM me or John or both or whatever, and or just post them. Post it.
Yeah.
If you feel free to do it, and tag us or tag, do like hashtag collection of the week or something like that, and we could John and I will pick and we'll feature one on the show. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's the only kind I have.
I love to get ideas from other people because that's a big part. I think as collectors is we get obviously enabled from other people, but it's also cool, especially now, like I'm reorganizing my room to kind of, that's why I've always loved Flankster's channels. He always gives great ideas of how to display stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
he's OCD AF, but I mean, he gives you options.
Yeah,
he does.
Nice.
I love seeing other people's collections, even if it's shit I don't collect. Like if it's all Dragon Ball Z or movie stuff or bus, I think it's awesome to look at it and just see how people display it, what they have. Like I think it's great. I love it.
I agree. Dude, this thing looks really good. I know people complained about the base. I'm kind of vibing with the base a little bit. It's interesting.
That's the Sideshow 1/4 scale.
Yeah. I'm sure this is going to be kind of like PVC-ish and metal components similar to their 6 scale, the way that was. But I mean, dude, I don't need a polystone probe droid. I like that it lights up. I like that it makes sounds. And I might be down with this. This is interesting.
Yep. As soon as I saw this, I knew it's going to go right next to my XM Luke.
Can't beat it. Yep.
That's why I was shocked you were selling yours.
Yeah, some things need to go.
That's another piece that's underrated.
Yeah,
is XM Luke.
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere near as underrated as the Boba Fett, but
yeah,
it's an underrated piece.
Okay, what else we got? American Psycho. There you go, Shane.
I love this movie.
I've only watched this in the last couple of years. It's a very
yeah, that movie's fucking fantastic, man. That shit kills me. Where he's like a watermark and he drops the card. He's such a psycho.
I know.
I fucking died. Shane's Puerto Rican collection. Oh, you should see Yeah, that's all I have. All my statues, all my Caucasian statues, I'm gonna fucking get them painted Latino. Fuck it.
All right. I'm gonna shoot some video. Payne said he'd edit some video for me, and I'll shoot you where my room's at now, and we'll post it on the group. Or no, screw it. We'll post it on Facebook or on YouTube, and we'll do that.
Well, Mike, what if we were to like on air, like if you were to get your, well, I don't know if a phone would be the best quality to do like a live, like to where people, if they want to ask questions or.
I think here we'll do that. I'll do like a tease and we'll post it up on YouTube because we need the subscribers, and I think that might draw some. And subscribe to our channel if you're not already, and then we'll do a full live room tour. It'll be okay with the phone. We'll do that, and we'll just walk around and be like, oh, but you know who's joining us next week?
Mr. X.
Mr. X.
Mr. X,
the man himself. So maybe we might postpone that. I'll definitely post some video on YouTube though, but I don't want to bore Mr. X with the house tour because I'm sure, it'd be too boring for him.
Yeah, you two could just start fucking long cocking it for all of us. That'd be great.
Dude, I hope that Hush Superman is here by next week. Dog, I'm so excited about that. Damn it. Thanks, Aiden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm real excited about that. Okay, anyway. Okay. I think these look good. I didn't realize these were 1/6. I like that.
I had this Ghost Rider on order, but I may upgrade.
I would take up Payne on his offer.
Yeah. Now that I'm looking at my space, I got plenty of room. So. All right. Real
this looks surprisingly pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. We'll see what the final product looks like, but.
Yeah, I like the renders. I think it looks good.
So I'm tempted by this.
I'm extremely tempted. The price is right. The size is decent.
The price is insane to me.
What is the size on this?
They have. There you go. Not bad.
Are they doing it? Is that Indo Rapper or Indominus Rex?
It looks like Indominus Rex.
Yeah. That'd be
so
cool.
What do we got here? We got 50. Okay.
What is 50? Is that like 2 feet?
50 is, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that about 22?
Yeah, it's a little less than half. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn it, Aiden! I just did a freaking live order for Hush Superman.
Oh, not even. It's 19.7. So not even 20 inches.
It's okay. So it's a little less. Damn, that's less than a garage shelf. Oh, that's really small.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember looking at these and going, man, that's awesome. And when I checked the scale, I was a little disappointed.
That is a little disappointing. It's not. It's okay. So I'm looking at my garage scale. It's not as wide as. It's about as wide as the base on an Optimus Prime 1. Oh, that's really small.
The only thing I don't like is Jurassic World. I wish it said Jurassic Park.
I know, me too. I wish they had the license for that.
Buddy, these guys are all over me tonight. They're fucking animals.
They're all over everybody. Do live
animals.
Yeah, we talked about
Shane, your hands are whiter than your
Wait, here's what I have to say. Are they whiter now?
That's funny. Oh god, yeah, we're definitely okay. Anyone and holy $31.99.
That's shocking.
Dude, Johnny, put it in a stud, not in the sheetrock, and you'll be fine, man.
I just use a couple anchors, you'll be fine.
Oh jeez. Oh my god.
Just put it over top of your expensive statues with some wall anchors, and you'll be fine.
I really like this Megatron. I had an opportunity to pre-order it with Marcos, the Collector Zone, for like really, really good, pre-order. And I got the Loki bust from him instead. Anyway, I'm gonna hold off on this for a while, but I definitely will join my collection. If it joins Ronnie Stark's collection, it's gonna join my collection more than likely.
This is the new one with Jazz on the
base. with the dead Jazz on the base. Yeah, the torn in half.
I think it looks cool. Man, fuck. Prices just keep going up, eh?
Prices keep going up, man.
They keep going up.
I can
How
imagine
tall
this.
is this thing? What are we talking? Like 32 inches with the base?
What does it say, John? Damn, April
let's see.
2024. Jesus.
Does it show that out?
It's only about 75 pounds. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Well, compared to the shit you buy, but
Dude, I couldn't even open War Tank because it's such a commitment time-wise. I need to find a time where I have like 3 hours available to myself. And then the other thing is, I don't know where the hell I'm going to put it yet. And when I build that War Tank, I don't want to move it. But I'll figure it out.
Mike, you fly me down and we'll fucking take a day and open all your shit and set it up.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun. I have to find some time when, the wife and the boy are going to be at Nana's and Pop's, and, we have the whole day and we just unbox stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Mike. In hand.
That looks nice.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. These infinity busts look so good together, and that's basically the back wall of my room. It's just going to be infinity bust. Except the Nazgul is going to be by my Lord of the Rings stuff. He's going to be kind of independent, probably with the Balrog bust or the Balrog. I guess it's a bust.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this I will probably pre-order because I already have the Raphael. I think I may have paid in full in the Raphael, so I'll probably get this one. Oh, not probably. I mean, I am just matter of timing. Yeah, it looks good.
This set's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah. Would you get like a Shredder Casey Jones if they do it? Or are you just maybe looking just to do the Turtles? You already got the what's that one? The Ronin. You're already doing the Ronin, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I got that Ronin paid in full, the deluxe. Yeah, I would do Shredder. I would do the 4 and I'd do a Shredder. If they came out with an awesome Splinter, I'd have to get a Splinter as well. But
What about Casey Jones?
Yeah, I'd probably get that as well.
Bebop.
I don't think I'd go that far. I don't know if I go that far. I probably would get a Krang, a 1/3 Krang.
Oh, okay.
So you go pretty deep into the line, basically.
Well, I mean, but there's not that many characters. I mean, it's the 4 Turtles, it's Splinter, Shredder. Yeah,
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones in April.
Bebop,
That's
Rocksteady.
I don't know if I need Bebop and Rocksteady.
Then you get into Slash, Pizza Face.
Oh Jesus! All right, I'm just gonna get the 4 Turtles and call it a day. I can't.
Usagi.
I can't.
You could just keep going.
No. When I think of it back to my childhood, I think of Turtles, April O'Neil, Splinter, Shredder, and Casey Jones. Oh Jesus! Yeah.
Think anybody will do Avatar?
Oh God, 100%.
I don't know. Do you think there's a market though for it? I just don't know that people are clamoring for collectibles from Avatar. It's like one of those movies like Shane was talking about, you watch it. I haven't watched it since it came out, I think.
Avatar? I think it's got some replay value.
I think it does. I'd probably watch it again. I think I've watched it a few times.
I think it's been so long that.
But they're planning on like 5 new movies or something crazy like that.
Well, hopefully they do it faster than how long that has been since the first one.
That's true.
We all may be dead by the time it's over.
Oh, we're definitely gonna be dead by the time George R.R. Martin releases The Winds of Winter. Actually, he's gonna be dead. I mean, not only did he not finish the final book of Game of Thrones, he hasn't even finished the second to final book. So anyway,
this is one Shane has really been looking forward to.
Oh man, XM. I don't know what they're doing. Like, I've been so disappointed with a bunch of their newest pieces. I don't know. Like the arms on that are so disproportionate. It just I mean, forget the suit. A lot of people have a problem with the suit. Forget the suit. Like the base is kind of a mess, and the arms are just like, look how weird that forearm looks. Like,
yeah,
it's huge. It doesn't make sense. The anatomy is way off.
I don't know, man.
Like it looks like something a drunk Eric Sosa did.
It's possible.
It is possible.
It's possible. Boom. Oh, I'm getting dark in here. After hours.
Hey, Aiden, as long as you like it, man, whatever you buy, what you love, as long as you like it. And I'm not an XM hater, obviously, but oh God, that's not a good piece at all. The anatomy is way off.
What do you think about this one?
I like her man pecs.
I see what they tried to do. I really think that pose for Jean is like overdone with the arm back and out. That's overdone. The breasts do look like pecs and not like tits. Well, let's be honest, they do. They don't look like tits.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I see what they tried to do, and it's not as bad as the Wolverine, but I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I hear
Sideshows is better. And don't get me wrong, Sideshows has its problems too, but I think Jean herself is much better in Sideshow than here for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not talk about Jean's base on Sideshow. That's something else. But
I think that about does it. I just have some art prints here that are coming out tomorrow.
Those did look cool, but I can't do it. I did that lenticular one though, for sure.
I missed out on the one today, so I'm gonna go with this Boba one.
That Boba one's sweet.
That is a nice one. Yeah.
That's on Bottleneck. Yeah, Bottleneck.
Yeah, there's another
Lord of the Rings one looks sick.
Yeah. I think that'll do it though. It's been a long one.
Shane, you screwed yourself.
Why?
I just look at all the comments, the face and hand comments.
Oh yeah. People are on me. That's okay.
That's all right. So, damn, hell of a show. Late for a Tuesday night. So we got through the unboxing. We got through a live order. We talked about all the stuff. Let's see. We had Sean on. Go ahead and support Sean. If you're looking for 1/6 Dragon Ball Z or some other stuff, he's going to be posting them constantly. And what do you guys think? Sneak preview for next week. We're going to have another member of the panel. You may know him. His name is Mr. X. He does extreme collectibles, and nothing fancy. Just chilling with us, having a good time. So spread the word. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Please leave a comment. I literally read and respond to every single comment. So we appreciate all your support. Yeah, so Shane actually too. So we appreciate that. So thank you, Frank, for sharing your photos and letting us share them live. That was cool. And thank you, Aiden, for making me spend more money. Although, to be fair, that is the best deal I've ever seen on a Hush sculpted Superman. So, and the guy seems real legit. And he already messaged me. He's going to get the labels printed tomorrow and should be out the door tomorrow, if not the day after. So that's how I like to usually do things. So matter of fact, John, your labels are printed. I'm going to slap them on first thing in the morning, and Chewy goes to work with me, and then he hits UPS after work. So should be sweet. Yep. If Kevin's watching, I'm going to have yours shipped probably by Thursday. And Donald, if you're watching and you made it all the way to end, I'll have yours, Revan, shipped probably in like a day or two. So
Kevin's in bed. He's an old man.
Yeah, I should be too. And finally, if you want to buy excellent condition Black Hush Superman, I'll honor the Aiden price of $900 plus the ship. And not Canadian. What day is the mystery? It's a Tuesday night, 9 p.m. all the normal times. We're always Tuesday at 9. So yep, should be a good one. He may be joining us a little bit late, but yeah, we always have good stuff in the beginning. We'll keep you hooked up, and I will do my best to release some footage of some video review of where my room's at. And maybe John, if you send me a little bit of around your tour, I could post them together. I'll do something for us.
Okay.
So, and like always, great viewers, great participation. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You guys make the show really fun to do.
Absolutely. We hit almost like a constant flow of like 50 to 60 people watching live. We had like up to 70 at one point without Todd here. So that's awesome. So we appreciate all of your support. We are going to push to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We are going to have some giveaways and more details to come. So like, subscribe, leave comments, share it with your friends. And I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you next Tuesday with Mr. X. See you guys.
Yeah.